About the 2-0 record is understanding that we got to come out with energy. Defensively, we're playing at a high level. Offensively, we have to be better. And so that's the messaging right now is, how can we be better offensively? Defense is keeping us in the game. And so we got to take care of the ball. We got to step up and make the free throws when presented. But I think the big thing is the excitement of being home. That was a long road trip, and this is going to be a quick home trip because there's only one day in between games. So just focusing on our energy and our effort for Game 3.
I was going to say, I thought you contested threes much better. You ran them off the line way more frequently. I thought the defense was, I don't want to say significantly better because it wasn't that bad in Game 1, but it was much better. Offense is still a big challenge. A couple other guys stepped up, but you need more. It's not like one guy. You need more people to participate, or is that unfair?
No, that's fair. And the participation word is great. When you look at the offense, we got to be able to knock down open shots at this time of the year. You can get away with it sometimes in the season, regular season, but when you present open shots, you got to be able to knock them down in the finals. And we just feel like we're getting good looks. We're just not knocking them down, but we got to get more guys involved in the scoring. It's not just Gaff, Luka, and Kai and PJ. We got to get other guys involved too.
Gaff, particularly in the second half, really looked good. PJ has done a really good job getting to the rim. He's just not making his threes. I mean, it looks like he's playing well offensively, but again, what you talked about, making some shots when the looks are there.
Yeah, for us on both ends, and then also on the offensive end, being able to eat up the paint and then getting us second opportunities. PJ is getting in the paint. He's being able to finish with his floaters or getting to the rim or to the free throw line. Again, as I brought up, if we can make some open threes, I think that's going to help our offense.
I thought in the second half, the offense started moving a little better. We saw a lot of your pick and roll stuff. More of a Boston defense question here for you. What makes the way they play defense so difficult to get that offense unlocked?
Their IQ. These are vets. They're all been all-stars at some point. They understand the game at a high level. They understand the spacing and the floor, and they play off of each other. When you talk about offense, a lot of times you talk about playing off of one another, but defensively is like their offense. They play off of each other, and they understand each other. They've been through different plays, or they've been through different circumstances of understanding when to peel and when to red. So they do that at a very high level, and this is a kind of unique team.
Final thought, because I know whatever ailment Luka could have, he probably could still play through it, but how's he feeling these last few days?
He's sore, and hopefully he has a speedy recovery, but you're going to be sore this time of the year, but he's going to be hopefully ready to go for Game 3.
All right, so there's Jason Kidd yesterday with Mark Testachere, PJ Calissimo, Kevin Orton with you on NBA Countdown presented by SoFi. Back to American Airlines Center. We welcome in ESPN's Monica McNutt. Monica, what biggest adjustment, aside from getting Kyrie going, what adjustment would you make if you're Jason Kidd? As you've said, Boston just seems to be the better team right now, so how do you fix it?
Well, I think Jason Kidd got a fortuitous bounce in the absence of Kristaps Porzingis, right? I think that when you look at it, the lobs, as exciting as they are as a play, they are also essential to what the Mavs do, the lobs and the corner threes. And so tonight, with Kristaps out of the equation, you're definitely looking to get some more of that downhill lob action that can create and then open up for those corner threes. The Mavs, I believe, have only taken 8 in this series so far, and so they've got to get going there. But ultimately, you just got to play with more confidence. I think while the Mavs defense has been solid, it has not had the same impact that it had in the last series, and frankly, or the same impact that it really had when they turned the corner as a much improved defensive team after the All-Star break, right? And so I think there's just got to be a little bit more pride on both sides of the ball. I'm sorry, while Luka Doncic had a triple-double, the 8 turnovers ruined the whole thing for me, right? And so these are the things I'm talking about in terms of just having more pride about yourself.
Monica, let's also look at Jason Tatum, because everyone right now is pointing to no 20-point game, blah, blah, blah. Tatum grabbed, he had a double-double. He's had a double-double in every game. Jason's all right with this.
We're so close to what we're trying to accomplish. Why would I let my ego or feel my need to score all the points get in the way of that? Obviously, I need to shoot better. Golly. But really, we always talk about do whatever it takes for however long it takes. And if I need to have 16 potential assists every single night, and that's what puts us in the best position to win, and it doesn't mean I'm the leading scorer, sign me up.
McNutt, that takes a lot for a superstar in the league to say, all right, it's not my night. How else can I help? And Tatum has got it right now.
I literally just yelled with Kendrick Perkins over this very issue. I think that there's something to be said for the flow of the game and letting it come to you. And I think Big Perk's larger issue is you supposed to be the guy. You said you want to be the best. You got to be better and score the basketball. You got to get dirty, right? I think in the middle is what Jason Tatum said. I need to shoot the ball better, but he does not need to start pressing. The whole thing with Brad Stevens, who our very own Bob Myers called the MVP of this organization after Game 2, was to put the team around both Jason and Jalen, for that matter, that would get them over the hump. He's done that. So don't punish yourself for having great teammates.
That's exactly how it works. Let's hear from Joe Mazzulla. And this interview took place yesterday before the news came out that Kristaps Porzingis was out tonight. Mark Kessler, PJ Calissimo with Joe Mazzulla.
Joe, it's not always an easy stat to control, but points off turnovers has really been a plus for you both games. I mean, sometimes it just works out. They're able to do something. But you guys have converted well, and you've done a pretty good job limiting them off your turnovers in both games.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where the transitions of the game are the most important, and it's hard to play 5-on-5 defense, and it's hard to play advantage offense if you're turning it over and not forcing turnovers. So the most important thing is winning those margins, winning the transitions of the game, and you have to start that with taking ball security that allows you to get good shots, allows you to stay spaced, that allows you to get back on defense.
One play, people sometimes make too much of it. I thought. When you put Peyton in for that 3.3 seconds, your lead had just kind of gone down. They had done a better job probably in that quarter, finishing the quarter off. And instead of it getting out of there at 6 and then maybe feeling a lot better, Peyton knocks that shot down and becomes a 9-point. That's a big move. It's a big substitution.
Listen, that's a credit to Peyton. I think he's the guy that loves just making any play possible to win, and he works on that shot. And he has a really good understanding of ending quarters and starting quarters is the most important thing. So you're right. We were able to grab back the momentum of the game because of his willingness and toughness to take that shot and to make that shot. So it's a credit to him, and his competitiveness is one of the reasons why we're here.
Kind of off topic from the series. You've been with the franchise for 5 years now. Just interested, what do Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens mean to you?
Danny means a lot just because, he believed in me. He brought me here. I appreciate his patience because I told him no the first time and came back the second time. And Brad has been a coaching mentor for me even before I met him. And, one of the biggest things about Brad is just he knows who he is. He's never tried to be something that he's not. Watching him navigate in the NBA was like going to grad school all over again. But where he's had the biggest impact on my life is just his ability to just walk away because there's been more important things. His family, his marriage, and his kids. And he's one of the most competitive people. He really cares about his family. He's really, really competitive, but he has great balance.
We spent so much time talking about points and all the other nonsense, particularly for the superstars. Just briefly, JT's rebounds and assists, how much they've helped throughout the playoffs.
Yeah, listen, you want your superstars to be their superstars. You just want them to be complete players and be able to impact the game in many different ways. And he's surrendered to just impacting the game, whatever it takes, however long it takes. It's one of the ultimate signs of sacrifice, and we won't get to where we do unless he's done that. And it's been a huge growth of our team in general. No one's defined by one thing. And so I think JT's taken on part of the leadership of this team, but just like saying whatever it is they got to do, we got to do to win. And it's trickled down for everybody.
That is Joe Mazzulla, the head coach of the Boston Celtics, again yesterday before the news came out that Kristaps Porzingis would not play tonight. Monica McNutt rejoining us from American Airlines Center. I want to stick on that JT moment because I want to bring this up. It also reminds me of when Anthony Davis was at Kentucky for that 1 year. McNutt, he had nothing in the championship game. No, he couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. He grabbed like 20 rebounds. He went into halftime. He told the guys, I'll rebound, you shoot. Now, right? I mean, sometimes you got to do that. I expect Boston, and this is the scary part if you're Dallas, McNutt, Boston's probably not going to hit just 10 threes tonight. So how does Dallas counterbalance that?
Well, so this is where we talked about it already. Dallas has to have a ton more pride about themselves. Like, that's just the answer, point blank, period. I think if you are guys guarding one-on-one, P.J. Washington, Derrick Jones Jr., we always hear Jason Kidd talk about Luka Doncic being an active participant in this team's defensive scheme, right? And so they're going to have to make this a battle of the paint They're going to have to get on the glass. They're going to have to be aggressive in terms of calling out actions as far as how they want to guard pick and rolls. And I think Dallas has a lot more ceiling, or runway, I should say, to play their best basketball. Now, is it going to be easy? No, because I still think that you'll have two of the best closers on the floor in Dallas colors, but then you've got the four best players on the overall on the other side of the floor. So this is certainly not going to be easy, but I think Jason Kidd and this group have enough pride about themselves that they're ready to rise to the occasion.
And one of the good things is, Monica, you know this as a player. Role players play better at home. Is there a role player for Dallas you're keeping an eye on tonight?
Well, I think it's going to be Derek Lively, because I think there was a beautiful feature, if folks didn't catch it, that Malika Andrews ran with him earlier today on NBA Today. Derek lost his mom in April, Kathy Drysdale, and he said he's been through the hardest thing in his life, so he's not afraid of anything. And the hardest thing, obviously, was losing his mom. I think back at home, as the competitor that he is and the joy that he plays with, and frankly, the basketball opportunity in the absence of Kristaps Porzingis, Derek Lively is poised to have a big-time game for these Mavericks.
Monica McNutt, who's a player you're looking at for the Celtics?
I'm going to continue to keep my eye on Drew Holiday. There's a bunch of theories on why he has been able to perform so well so far in this one. Like, is he the guy that is sort of the release valve and is the byproduct of the ball moving from Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and those guys maybe not having as efficient scoring nights as they're accustomed to? I think all of that is fine and dandy, but I also think you can't overlook, especially if Kyrie Irving is still stifled here back at home in a pivotal Game 3, you cannot overlook his presence on the defensive end. So I'm keeping my eye on Drew Holiday.
By the way, even you and I could hit those layups that he was hitting the other night when he was getting those Tatum passes in the lane.
I mean, I don't know about you, Winter, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. 5'9" compared to whatever. McNutt, I'll talk to you at halftime, my friend.
Sounds good.
All right, Monica McNutt from American Airlines Center. Up next, we tip it off. Game 3. Mark Testisher, PJ Calissimo, and George Sedano will have the call. This is the NBA Finals on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Hope your imaginary friends are hungry, because IHOP's new menu, inspired by the movie If, is our most imaginative yet. With blue raspberry pancakes, a pizza omelet, unbelievable soda pops, and more. It's time to set your imaginary friends free. Only at IHOP. Kids eat free every day 4 to 10 p.m. And see If in theaters May 17th. One free kids entree per full-priced adult entree. Restrictions apply. This film is not yet rated.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Pro Paint Days are back at Lowe's. Save $40 on select 5-gallon HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams paint, like Weather Shield, Showcase, or ceiling paint. Plus, save $10 on drywall PVA primer and get free same-day delivery to the job site when you order by 2 p.m. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offers valid through 6/14. Delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Additional terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Madame Giselle senses something big coming.
Is it a career change?
Everything looks wet.
I'm going to be a swim teacher.
There's a roof.
A swim teacher who also does roofing.
No, the roof of your RV has a leak and it's ruining the furniture.
Oh, that's okay. I'm covered by Progressive. But maybe I'm a swim teaching roofer who makes furniture.
Customize your coverage with Progressive's Roof Protection Plus and be prepared for the unexpected. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Roof Protection Plus available for RVs less than 6 years old. $250 deductible applies to any claim.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save, because nobody likes having to choose. It's like...
Hey Insiders, TSI Mike here. I just wanted to say thank you all very, very much for helping this community get to 20,000 subscribers. I cannot explain what it means to me. It is absolutely insane to think that we have built such an amazing community. And I say we because I haven't done it myself. I only provide the platform. You guys are amazing in the chat and helping this community grow by sharing this link, hitting that like button, telling your friends, and being subscribers and insiders and part of this group. So thank you all for 20,000 subscribers. Let's keep it going. The next one is 25K. It'll only be a matter of time. I'm hoping by the Stanley Cup Finals we should be there. And hey, 100K, let's get it. 100,000 subscribers is the end goal. Well, for now. Then after that, we'll see. But 100K, let's get going. Thank you all once again. It really means a lot to me and my family. Thank you so much. Back to the action. We'll see you in the chat.
More often than not, missed shots, or there are other reasons that the disparity can be created between those two numbers?
The disparity can be created between, obviously, miss or making the shot, the type of shot that you're getting, the rebounding chance on that shot, the turnover chance on that shot.
Of all the things people know about Jerry West, and as I've been saying all day, I'm not sure anyone has had more of an impact on this league in as many ways as he had. I often shy away from these historic figures because you grew up watching God Shamgod, not Jerry West. I think people don't realize that. But of all the things people know about his remarkable basketball life, where he went to college and where he's from, I'm not sure people really know that, but I know you do.
Yeah, so I always get them confused, though. So Larry was what's Larry's nickname?
The Hick from French Lick?
Yep, Hick from French Lick, and then Jerry's was Zeke from Cabin Creek. So, you know, the last book he wrote was tremendous. Just amazing insight into him. But listen, you know, I think he's one of the more, misunderstood people because he was so competitive and he was so honest with you, but he loved you and he cared about you and he just wanted everybody to be as competitive and as great as he was. And I think that's a gift that you can give to people. So I really appreciated just the time I got to spend with him and his family, and I'm, praying for him.
You had a phone call from him once?
Oh, I did, man. I'll never forget that.
Because
it just lit me up.
Why?
I mean, because I was in college. I was making some mistakes. I wasn't focused on my goals and the things I needed to be doing. And me and his son Johnny, we were roommates for the first 3 years of my career. And just one day got a call from him, and it was one of the best phone calls I ever got.
You ever use any of the language that you learned that day?
Oh, yeah, plenty of it.
Time to time?
That's plenty of it.
Final word. Game 3 is next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
BioHeat provides clean, affordable, renewable energy for your home. Brought to you by the members of the Massachusetts Energy Marketers Association.
Imagine looking up and seeing 47 championship banners hanging from the rafters. Because for 47 straight years, Ford F-Series has taken the crown as America's best-selling trucks. And Ford F-Series trucks are still the team to beat. Featuring the all-new F-150 and the 2024 North American Truck of the Year, Super Duty. See your New England Ford dealers and make this a banner year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Thursday night in Game 1, the Celtics return home and the franchise return to the finals, and the return of Kristaps Porzingis ignited a blowout win. Sunday in Game 2, the Celtics got outshot, they got out-rebounded. The Celtics couldn't make a three. All they did was make plays.
Jalen, left-hand dribble, coming strong in the paint, lays it up and in with the left hand.
You made something happen, Jalen. With the block shot, come back to the layup. Easy opportunity there.
Tonight, the series shifts. In location, yes, but will it in momentum as well? The Kristaps Porzingis injury has been the talking point, but the real point is this. No team in NBA history has come back from a 3-0 deficit. No team has ever looked back from a 3-0 lead. The Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks play Game 3 of the Finals next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Revise Energy, Clinton Savings Bank, Catches Law, Valvoline Instant Oil Change, Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh, Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers, Apex Entertainment Center, Massachusetts Energy Marketers Association, and by Cat's Eye Pest Control.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
By Town Fair Tire, Cambridge Savings Bank, Nissan, Bosch Tools, Gulf Oil, 110 Grill, VA New England, Granite City Electric GCE Night Train, and by Ticketmaster.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Mass Mutual, John Sewer and Drain Cleaning, Michelob Ultra, East Coast Metal Roofing, your New England Honda dealers, UMass Lowell, Massachusetts Health Connector, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At the American Airlines Center in Dallas, where the NBA Finals return for the first time in 13 years. There's an age-old truism in the NBA that says a series doesn't begin until the home team loses a game. Well, that's true in every scenario except one, because sometimes when the home team loses a game, it's effectively the end of the series. And that's the story tonight as we play Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Starting lineups brought to you by Cambridge Savings Bank. Put CSB into your small business's starting lineup to move your business forward. Creative solutions and quick decisions. Visit CambridgeSavings.com/small business to start your relationship today. No changes for Dallas, but there better be changes in performance, not from Luka Doncic, but from Kyrie Irving, who has not made a three yet in this series. Derek Jones, P.J. Washington, Daniel Gafford, who's actually been pretty good in limited action, will start for the Mavericks. The Celtics will go again without Kristaps Porzingis. Their starting five will sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Drew Holiday, UCLA.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley. Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Al Horford, University of Florida.
Max's keys to Game 3 are brought to you by your local New England Honda dealer. Adventure more, worry less with a certified pre-owned Honda and Honda back benefits. Learn more at NewEnglandHondaDealers.com.
Very similar again. Don't turn the ball over. But the other thing, don't give up offensive rebounds. If you can control those two things, I think the Celtics are going to be in great shape.
That was what was so disheartening for Dallas about Game 2 was they won the rebounding battle. They outshot the Celtics. You had a bad shooting game from Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown had all the turnovers, and that seemed like the game that you're going to win if you're the Dallas Mavericks. And now they've got all they have to do is beat the Celtics 4 out of 5. No big deal. It's just that hasn't happened yet this year. The Celtics haven't lost 4 out of 7 at any point this year, let alone 4 out of 5.
Well, a tough game tonight. Again, we talk about one of the keys. Let me give you one more key. Taking that first punch from the home team. This team Dallas has to be pumped up. They have to be excited. And they want to punch you in the mouth early. If you can withstand that and keep this to be a close game, good things that happen for the Celtics.
First 5 minutes of Game 3 brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and F-Series, America's best-selling trucks with 47 straight banners to prove it. The opening tip in Game 3 presented by Gulf Oil. It all starts here. Gulf, official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. They rise to their feet in Dallas for the first time in 13 years. The NBA Finals are back in this building. Celtics will wear the home white tonight and again on Friday night on the road in the Finals with the green letters and numbers. They will go left to right. Dallas will wear the navy blue road uniforms with white letters and numbers. They will go right to left in the first half of Game 3. The veteran Mark Davis will be the crew chief here tonight. He walks to the center circle. Al Horford lines up against Daniel Gafford. And with the Celtics leading 2-0, Game 3 of the NBA Finals is underway. Al lets the opening tip go. Kyrie puts it in the hands of P.J. Washington. And away we go. Thanks for spending Game 3 with us. Jaylen Brown out on Luka to begin the game. Ball moved to Kyrie. His first touch through Holiday there. Kyrie puts to the floor. Drives past him, scoops it up and in.
Well, that's one thing they wanted to happen.
Remember, Kyrie got off to a really good start in Game 2. Drew Holiday for Jason Tatum. Al Horford comes out, sets the high screen. Gafford comes out to challenge Tatum. Deep on the right side. Tatum spins at the free throw line. Down the line, bounce pass to the cutter. Jaylen, hand off to Horford. A little 10-foot flip shot is up and good. Tie game.
Nice little bunny again. A little hockey assist there for Jason Tatum.
He's made all those plays. He had more drives in Game 2 as Luka steps to his left, takes the three and drills it. Tatum was close to him, but not close enough. 5-2 Dallas. Derek White, offensive end. Doesn't go at Luka. Hands to Tatum. Ball punched away by Jones. This ain't a live ball, so Jones comes up with it. Steps around Jaylen Brown and scores with the left hand.
Jaylen just kind of let that fall instead of diving for that basketball.
No surprise. Here's the first punch from Dallas. They're 3 for 3. They lead 7-2. Holiday steps back in the corner, makes a tough three for himself. It's no good, and Luka has the rebound. Derek White reaches around, tries to punch the ball away, can't do it. Luka keeps the dribble alive. Starts his drive on Holiday, gets the mid-block, fumbles it, and lost it. Luka had 8 turnovers in Game 2. Turns it over early in Game 3. Derek White in transition, calls his own number, but misses the open 3, and Dallas has the rebound. Jones, the push for Kyrie, deep on the left side. Dallas by 5, minute 40 gone by. Kyrie, shuttle pass for Luka, right side against Holiday. Bodies flying all over the place. As Jaylen Brown and Gafford both went to the floor, that clears out the dance space for Luka to drive and run it up and in over Holiday. And an early timeout for Joe Mazzulla.
Compete level.
Mavericks hit their first 4 and jump to the early lead. No surprise. 10:09 to go. Opening quarter of Game 3. Dallas 9, Boston 2 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Major Championship Golf is on SiriusXM, and U.S. Open Radio is your exclusive home for our national championship.
That may be a U.S. Open winning shot.
Hear from 3-time U.S. Women's Open champion Annika Sorenstam and 2009 U.S. Open winner Lucas Glover.
Obviously a goal, the highest honor you can have as an athlete.
And all of the biggest names in the sport, live from Pinehurst number 2. Listen to U.S. Open Radio all week long on Channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
New faces in new places.
Absolutely thrilled to be an Atlanta Falcon.
And SiriusXM NFL Radio brings you an insider's perspective from mandatory minicamps.
He's an accomplished route runner. He's an instant starter. He is awesome.
Hear how your team is shaping up as they prepare for the 2024 season.
I don't see bust. I see Super Bowl.
There's a story for every team on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and on the all-new SiriusXM app.
NBA legend Jerry West passed away at the age of 86. We're honoring his life and legacy on NBA Radio, Channel 86.
Michael Thompson
was like a family member to the Thompsons because of what he meant for my career, bringing me on the Lakers. And he was the one who watched Clay work out. We owe our basketball pleasures and realizing our goals to Jerry West.
We'll continue to pay tribute to Jerry West on NBA Radio, Channel 86 and the SiriusXM app.
The Stanley Cup Final is on SiriusXM. Can the Florida Panthers capture their first cup?
Down to Reinhart, back in front, deflection, they score, the Panthers tie it at 2.
Or will the Edmonton Oilers end Canada's 3-decade-long Stanley Cup drought?
Edmonton wins the game! It's Connor McDavid!
Hear the home and away broadcast of every game on SiriusXM in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. And talk about the quest for the cup on NHL Network Radio, Channel 91.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Prove it. Dallas goes 4 for 4. They lead 9-2. Even by Joe Mazzulla's standards, that's a little early for the timeout. I thought he might let him play through it a little more.
Well, I mean, Coach knows better than anybody right now about what to do and the pulse of his team. I mean, at one point I saw that Jaylen could have dove to the floor to get that basketball. He didn't.
They got Kyrie with a bucket early. Lucas made both his shots. When do you really feel good about this game if you're Dallas?
Excuse me?
When do you really feel good about the way things are going here? Obviously, 2 minutes isn't going to mean very much.
When I get more of these guys involved. You know, Jones has come over the basket. You got Kyrie with a basket. Now can you have the others be additional baskets? The Celtics, I wanted to see them attack. Al Horford, the only one with pretty good shots so far. I want to see Tatum being aggressive.
Remember, for anybody thinking about Porzingis right now, remember, he hasn't played in the first few minutes of games. He came off the bench in games 1 and 2. Out of the timeout, no changes on the floor for either side. Ball in the hands of Jaylen Brown against Kyrie. Muscles his way in, draws it up with Keane. Kicks to the far corner. Al Horford for 3, swish. Good. Al's got all 5 Boston points here in the first 2:09.
Old man with a nice little long-distance shot to the corner.
9-5 is the Dallas lead. P.J. Washington bounce pass for Luka against Jaylen Brown deep on the left side. And the Celtics won their game here in January. Kick out, Gafford for Kyrie, touches into the corner. Jones, three, blocked by Al, going to go out of bounds. Dallas will keep it with 8 to shoot.
Good job by Al getting up and challenging that shot. 8 seconds on the shot clock here.
That's the first miss for Dallas, is an Al Horford block. Luka on the under out of bounds. Watched by Jalen. Lobs it on the inside, caught by Kyrie, steps to his left away from Derek White, scores off the window. Nice move by Kyrie Irving, 11-5, Dallas by 6. Al Horford. Right side, returns it to Derek White. Now Tatum joins the play, swings to Holiday. Extra pass for Jaylen Brown in the corner. Lines up Luka, up fakes the 3. Dribbles around him in the paint. Diagonal kick out. Right corner 3. Derek White, no good. Rebound, Gafford. PJ Washington through the logo. Hand to Kyrie. Derek White waiting for him. Kyrie moving to his left, looking for the opening. Trying to attack Al Horford. Jumps to his left. Al takes the driving lane away. Luka returns to the Kyrie left side against Horford. Right-hand dribble drive, floats it up, no good. And the rebound belongs to Jaylen Brown. Kyrie got there but couldn't finish. Jaylen Brown diagonal lead. Here's Tatum attacking Washington. Stop and start. Goes off the window. Got blocked. Offensive rebound. Holiday misses the putback. And the rebound's going to be a loose ball foul on Tatum, who thought he got fouled the first time.
Well, Tatum tried to say the ball hit the glass. He got blocked. Play through it. Play through it.
For all of the championships, the Celtics have only had a 3-0 lead in the finals once. That was in 1959. The year before Jerry West was on the Olympic team. Luka, step back 3 over Tatum, comes up short, and the rebound, Jaylen Brown deflects it to Holiday.
At least Tatum was closer there.
Jaylen, offensive end, stops on a dime. Quick 3 over Gafford, no good. And the rebound for Luka. Gafford did a good job to stop just short of fouling Jaylen. PJ Washington lobs it. Gafford catches and throws it down. That's what Dallas has been missing in the first 2 games of the series.
And Tatum never saw the entry of the ball then. It was Brown, actually.
13-5, Dallas by 8. Jaylen Brown. Push pass for Holiday in the corner. Drive shut off by Gafford. Second try, going to attack. Left-hand hook shot, no good. Rebound, Dallas. Celtics are 2 of 9 to begin game 3. Dallas 6 of 9. Looking for a double-digit lead now. Kyrie did on the left side against Al Horford. Kyrie, ball fake, dribbling between his legs, steps to his left, 3 in the air. Nope, rebound, weak side Tatum. Ball stopped moving there. Derek White, offensive end. Lobs it on the inside, caught by Horford. They double on him. Tatum finds the open man. It's Holiday, penetrates, kick out. Derek White closed down by Luka. Good job by Luka to shut him off. Out it comes to Holiday. Shot clock at 9. Holiday trickles into the baseline, steps back into a 17-footer and hits it. Tough shot.
Well, automatic can, just getting up, making that play happen.
Tatum and Brown have not scored in the first 5 minutes. 13-7, Dallas by 6. Luka with Jaylen on his shoulder, feels contact, throws it at the rim. They're not going to count it. They're going to say Jaylen committed the foul before the shot. It will come as a complete shock to you that Luka does not agree with that call. And I don't either, by the way. Yeah. I don't know why that's not an and 1.
Contact, he bumped them at the same time, but if he's Jaylen, you got to get over on that right hand.
Hardy and Lively replace Gafford and Jones for Dallas. Mavericks by 6. Luka switches to the right hand, blows by Tatum and scores easily. Can't script a better start for the Mavericks here in game 3. 15-7. Drew Holiday. Hand off Derek White on the wing. Return to Holiday. Going to penetrate baseline. Kick to the far corner. Jaylen up fakes the 3. Drives past Kyrie into the paint. Derek White relocates to the left corner. His 3 though going to rim out. And the rebound for Lively.
Derek White's had 3 shots at this thing.
Kyrie picked up by Horford. They're hunting Al. Kyrie drives. Pushes it up and in. Dallas by 10. 17-7. Feels like more. Derek White. Bounce pass. Tatum. This time he's going to attack. Force it up and in. Step past Luka.
Could have been some contact then by Luka.
Tatum is on the board. 17-9. Dallas by 8. Luka creeping left side of the floor. Switches to the right hand. Stop and start. Steps in on Tatum. Creates a little flip shot for himself and scores. Luka's taken Tatum twice. Tatum saying he's pushing off, but you're not getting that call. Luka's got 9 early. Dallas by 10. 19-9. Holiday for Jaylen Brown in the corner. Bodied by Kyrie Irving. Jaylen spins, steps through 2 men, draws a double on the dish off, and they call travel. Wow. James Capers calls Jaylen Brown for traveling. He got jostled around. That looked like why he traveled, but not enough contact for a foul, and the Celtics turn it over.
Boy, then Luka hit him with the body then to knock Tatum away.
Talk about physicality a lot, and the Celtics getting out-physicaled here in the first 6 minutes of Game 3. Mavericks by 10 on the ball. Luka lobs it down low. Lively catches. At the rim, scoring the foul. As soon as Xavier Tillman stepped on the floor for the first time, Dallas goes right at him, and it's going to be an and one.
Role players play better together. When you think about what they're able to do. Drew Holiday bringing everybody together. So, okay, let's play. And then even with that, if you are Tillman, got to foul him.
The largest lead for Dallas in the first 2 games in Boston was 7. They had that at the first time out, 2 minutes into the game. Now extending their lead as Lively makes the free throw. 3-point play, and it is 22-9. Dallas by 13. Drew Holiday. Remember, the Celtics in the regular season had more 30-point leads and 10-point deficits. Tatum steps back on the right side. 3, swish.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Get the ball and start being aggressive, looking at the paint.
22-12. Dallas by 10. Jalen on the shoulder of Luka. Now Tatum picks him up. Tatum wants this matchup. Luka's got the better of it so far. Luka dribbles between his legs, steps backwards to his left, but airballs the 3, and Derek White saves it from going out of bounds. Big minutes for Tillman.
Ooh.
Long lead past a bad one, but it gets to Tatum off the fingertips of Luka. Celtics catch a break. Tatum has it out in the corner against Luka, and Luka fouls him. Luka's got under his shoulder a little bit.
Has Luka ever fouled?
Nope.
Look at the offense. He's holding his jersey.
It's part of the game. I think officials don't even. Luka complaining is like breathing air. Let's move on to the next thing. Drew Holiday straight away. Kyrie comes out to challenge. Ball moved to Jalen right side. Jalen's open, so he takes the 3. He doesn't like it, and it comes up short. Rebound for Lively.
Well, Luka just backed away and dared him to shoot it.
Dallas by 10 and the ball. Kyrie, quick pull-up 3 on Tillman, drills it. And finally, the first 3 of the series for Kyrie Irving. 25-12. Dallas by 13. Jaylen Brown deep on the left side against Kyrie. White sets a hard screen, frees Jalen. His 3 is no good, but Kyrie fouled him. Not a smart foul by Kyrie Irving, and Jaylen Brown will get 3 free throws.
So excited then by Kyrie. And he hadn't hit one yet. All you want to do is challenge the shot and just hit him with the body as he went by. Bad move on Kyrie's part, but now you put Brown at the line here in enemy territory. I said withstand the first punch. If you're the Celtics and you get this thing within 5 in the first quarter, it would be a great thing for you.
Jalen 60% in the playoffs, misses the first. 10 of 15, now 10 of 16 in the finals. How many years has he told us how this is just a mental thing for him?
Okay. Whoa.
He gets the second, and the Mavericks fell asleep and started to go on offense, not realizing that Jalen has 3 free throws here, not 2.
Not only that, Derek White went to sleep. Derek White was running back the other way. Everybody kind of lost perspective then.
It's like forgetting how many outs there are.
Seen that before. Guy throwing the ball in the stands.
Jaylen Brown gets 2 of 3 at the line, so we're at 25-14. Dallas by 11, 4:34 to go. Opening quarter of Game 3. Kyrie Irving and Luka 9 apiece. Exactly the recipe. Washington 2-step drive in the paint, kick out. Kleba moves it in the corner. Hardy, he might have stepped out of bounds. He did on his drive, and Dallas turns it over.
He stepped out of bounds when he walked.
So Luka comes out here, which you have the luxury to do when you've got the double-digit lead. Jason Kidd would love for Luka to play 37, 38 minutes and not have to play 43, 44. Tatum catches on the right side against Lively. Duke on Duke. Tatum steps to his right, quick 3. Nope, back iron, rebound for Kleba.
I'd like to see Tatum attack him. Go by him. Just like this.
Left-hand dribble drive. Hardy goes around Tillman, misses the layup. Rebound Sam Hauser. Outlet Jaylen Brown. Jaylen going to keep it himself. Lay it up at him with the left hand. Little defense to offense there on Boston, back within 9, 25-16. The first punch always comes, but the Mavericks need to keep coming in waves here. You don't want the Celtics in the rearview mirror. Ask the Pacers. Spinning, Washington goes at Hauser, misses a turnaround hook. He tried to force it, and Hauser held his ground. Tatum the rebound. Tatum, diagonal lead up the left side for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen stops on a dime, up fakes on Lively, finds Tatum, straightaway three, bounces, in.
Wow.
Timeout, Jason Kidd. And for everything the Mavericks have done right, you don't want to see Green in the rearview mirror. 3:23 to go. Opening quarter of Game 3. Dallas 25, Boston 19 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Whether you're carpooling the kids to the gym or catching a game at the Garden, those parking lots have one thing in common: Ford SUVs. Because whether you're hauling gear to practice or getting the gang together on Causeway, there's a Ford SUV that's just right for you and your crew, including the Ford Explorer with seating for up to 7 and the Bronco Sport with standard GOAT modes and 4x4 capability. Make your next stop your New England Ford dealers.
Whether you want help with your plumbing business, plumbing career, or you need plumbing services, visit healthstartswithplumbing.com. Property owners and developers, don't let your project go down the drain. Plumbers earn the wages and benefits you deserve. Visit healthstartswithplumbing.com.
Mass Mutual knows that finances can lead to uncomfortable conversations.
We should talk about our finances.
Sure. How about Friday evening?
Soccer practice. Saturday morning?
Soccer game. Maybe Wednesday night?
Girls' night. How about Thursday?
Guys' night.
Let me see your phone. So next time we're both free is 3 months from now.
According to Calendar.com, the average American schedules less than 4.5 hours a year for finances. Your finances deserve more. Go to MassMutual.com today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
All roads start with golf. The daily commute, road trips, reunions, even tip-off at TD Garden. They all start with golf. While most focus on the destination, at Golf, they focus on the journey. And with the Golf Pay app, Celtics fans can score savings, like 5 cents off per gallon every day, along with a fast and convenient way to pay. Golf, the official fuel partner of the Boston Celtics. It all starts here. See app for details.
Enjoy all your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using the code WBZMass and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly.
Hope is here. Call 1-800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Massachusetts only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. In partnership with MGM Springfield. Play it smart from the start. Live chat at GameSenseMA.com.
Are you a veteran? VA New England Healthcare provides state-of-the-art healthcare benefits to those who served our country. Call 844-VA-CARES and learn more about the benefits you earned and deserve. Call 844-VA-CARES.
Celtics only trail by 13 points 12 times in the entire regular season. They came back to win 4 of those games. They trailed by 13 early here. They've cut it to 6, 25-19 with 3:23 to go in the first.
Well, the opportunity was there early on. Kyrie missed the layup. Luka missed the long distance shot. PJ trying to attack Hauser missed the shot. And the Celtics running back the other end. Good sign for the Celtics right now is what I said about Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum early on, 8 points. Couple threes to go down. Now you can loosen people up. When you knock down the three, now you can start driving towards the rim. So the opportunity, Celtics want to be within 5 by the time this quarter ends. Be great. First punch you have to take from the home team who desperately needs this game.
As soon as Luka leaves the game, trouble.
And Luka back in the game.
So 1:11, by the way, is the time that Luka sat out. 71 seconds. Dallas was outscored by 5 points in that minute 11. Here's Kyrie. Tricky dribble, step back on Hauser. Barely takes the front iron. Rebound goes out of bounds. They'll say off Holiday, and Dallas will get it back.
That's Kyrie trying to force the issue in. Hauser in front of him, but you got to get those rebounds.
Luka and Kyrie both with 9 in the first quarter, and now Horford's going to come back in and get Tillman.
Luke, I would like to see a little bit of him maybe on the inside.
Tillman got about 3 minutes in, giving Al the break. Luka under out of bounds. Lobs it all the way out to Kleba, straight away against Jaylen Brown. Hauser is the closest one to Luka. Hauser put the body on him. Now Luka has it against Hauser. Straight away. Cross court. Kleba, three. Blocked by Jaylen Brown, but he blocked it right back to Kleba, who dropped it out of bounds.
Wow. Kleba took so long to get that basketball off.
Celtics on a 7-0 run, and they've got the ball back here. Down by 6 with 2:45 to go in the first quarter of Game 3. Drew Holiday deep on the left side. Tatum sets the screen. Washington waiting. Holiday picks up the dribble, goes left wing. Tatum against Kleba. Tatum, jab step, pump fake. Defensive 3 seconds. Could be Lively, could be Luka.
Look on that offside. Had nobody to guard, was standing in no man's land. Boy, they are sure looking at Tatum now. They're increasing the pressure right now, getting Tatum the basketball in these situations where he can ISO one-on-one as he makes the free throw.
He rattles in, so Tatum's got 9 in the first quarter, as do Luka and Kyrie both. Isn't it interesting, after all the discussion about Jason Kidd saying that Tatum was the best player, or that Jaylen Brown was the Celtics' best player, nobody thought to ask him the following question. If Tatum's not the best player, why are you organizing your entire defense to try to stop him? Jaylen, right side of the floor, push pass for Hauser in the corner, up fakes the 3, now he's open, loses Kleba, and buries the 3. And this is a 2-point game. 11 straight for the Celtics. They've cut it from 13 to 2.
Somebody said, take your best punch.
Dante Exum, who hit a 3 on his only shot attempt in Game 2. Moves it to Kleba against Sam Hauser. Advanced stat maven. Whenever Hauser's on the floor, good things happen. Kleba up fakes. Hauser doesn't go for it. Step back, tough shot is good. Luka drills it over Hauser. I'm surprised he didn't take that the first time. Hauser has drawn that assignment here in the last couple of minutes. Dallas by 4. Jaylen knifes his way into the paint. Kick out Tatum. Up fakes the 3. Drives in traffic. Muscles it up. No good, but he's fouled. Exum tried to take a charge, but he was inside the circle. And Tatum will get free throws with Boston down 4 and a minute 46 to go in quarter number 1.
Gave him that little up fake then. Got all the way towards the hole. And Dallas is kind of complaining right now. Should we challenge or not? And Tatum's already at the line about to shoot the free throw, so there'll be no challenge here.
Dallas 12 of 21 from the floor. 20 combined points in the first 10 minutes from Kyrie and Luka. And they only lead by 4, and Tatum's got a couple of free throws, first of which is good, and he's in double figures.
I said this today. Jason Tatum turn into Magic Johnson. Play all those positions, get you a big triple-double, get you a win here. But this is a good bounce back for the Celtics. Keep them within, the words you and Sean Grandy likes to use, hailing distance.
Tatum makes 2 more free throws. He's got 11 in the first quarter, and the Dallas lead is 2, 27-25. Exum, pressured by Derek White, spins away from him, attacks the mid-block. Horford forced him back to the outside. Exum sees another opening, blows by a couple of guys and throws it down with the right hand. Celtics got crossed up defensively, and Exum had a clean lane to the basket.
Wow, that was a lane and a half.
29-25, Dallas by 4. Shooting 59%. Tatum out of the logo at center court. Hauser sets the high screen and puts Tatum on Luka. Tatum lines him up, 9 of the shot clock. Tatum puts it in the left hand, steps to his left, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound belongs to Washington.
I like the look, though. Be aggressive. Attack.
Luka looking for an opening. Jaylen Brown feeds him back to Sam Hauser. Luka throws the left shoulder into Hauser, draws the contact. Flip shot is no good, but Sam says, what else do you want me to do? And Luka will get free throws.
Well, that's anticipation. The officials anticipated. Luka anticipated. Hauser having his hands down, going right to the body.
And here's where Luka's got to be better. He's 6 of 13 from the free throw line in the series.
Players to get very quiet here.
When you walk by the front of the building, you walk by the statue which was dedicated this year to Dirk Nowitzki on Nowitzki Lane outside the building.
Remember everybody was laughing at me when I talked about how good Dirk was?
Yeah, I do remember.
Dirk can't do this and Dirk can't. Okay. And the guy who was here celebrating him was Larry Bird.
MVP chance raining down on Luka. Got the first free throw, second one is in the air and good. Dallas pushes the lead back to 6. 31-25, final minute now exactly remaining in the first quarter if you're syncing up with TV. Derek White, cross half court, Exum guarding him. Derek White enters to Jaylen Brown, top of the circle. Washington falls down, so Jaylen spins into an open jumper, but misses it from the free throw line. Luka's got his third rebound. Luka he's hobbling or hop-stepping into the front court. Stop and start on Al Horford, steps back behind the line, three in the air, comes up short. Hauser has the rebound. Luka falls down, wanted to call, doesn't get back to play defense, so the Celtics have a 5-on-4. Tatum for Hauser, open, straightaway three, got it!
So what happened? You fall down, get punished going back the other way.
Celtics cut the lead in half. Hauser's knocked down a couple of threes. Celtics 5 of 13 from distance. Dallas just 2 of 8. 31-28. Dallas by 3. 18 on the game clock, 13 on the shot clock. The Celtics have taken the best first punch for the Mavericks, climbing out of a 13-point hole. Luka against Tatum. Here's the step back, straightaway three. Nope. Rebound. Celtics going to get this one, Derek White, and they've got 5 seconds to go. Derek White lobs it ahead. Tatum is waiting. He's all alone, and he slams it home with 2 hands.
Wow. What a recovery then by the Celtics.
1 second left on the clock. P.J. Washington inbound to Exum. He does not get the shot away, and that is how the quarter will come to an end. Everything went right for Dallas in the first 5 minutes, and at the end of one quarter, they look up, and their big, giant lead is a single point. End of one in Game 3. Dallas 31, Boston 30 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We're this close to crowning an NBA champ, and with the action heating up on the court, it's even hotter at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. And DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered every step of the way, with same-game parlays, live betting, odds boosts, and so much more. It's super easy to get started with DraftKings. If you're a first-timer, try betting on something like a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, and place your first bet. It's that simple. And if you're new to DraftKings, you gotta check this out. New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SportsHub. New customers get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Hope is here. 800-327-5050 or gamblinghelplinema.org. Must be 21 plus. Play it smart from the start. GameSenseMA.com. Physically present in Massachusetts. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/basketball terms.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
Dallas was not going to win this category in this series, but the number of threes made through the first 9 quarters, 31 for Boston, 15 for Dallas. It's got to be closer.
It got to be closer, and the opportunities again that Dallas had just kind of gave them up. Tamizi looked, didn't get back. Tatum gets the last basket with 1 second on the clock. Luka falls down 2 times trying to pick up a foul, doesn't do it. This is the way you got to stand up. You got to use total manhood in this thing.
31-30. Boston trailed by 13 midway through the first. Now they're only down by 1 as we begin quarter number 2 here in Dallas. Celtics basketball brought to you by East Coast Metal Roofing, official roofing partner of the Boston Celtics. Visit eastcoastmetalroofing.com. Your lifetime roofing solution for all the thousands of games we've done together over 23 years. The second game we did together, my second game as voice of the Celtics, was the first ever NBA game played in this building. You and I were here in the preseason, October 12, 2001.
Well, I played in the old building that they had.
Union Arena.
Another thing that's happened quietly so far in this game. Sam Hauser knocks down a couple of shots, a couple of threes.
He was good in game 1, but obviously the last 2 rounds of the playoffs in game 2 has gone empty, even though the Celtics continue to do well when he's on the floor. He's like a red cape to a bull. They just attack him, and it doesn't always work. Al Horford catch and shoot. Right side 3 is no good. Back iron. And the rebound belongs to Dallas, and that's Tim Hardaway in the game, as expected. A lot of people calling for Hardaway. Jalen goes for a steal from Luka, can't get it. He moves in the corner. Kyrie touches it out to Hardaway. They need him to get hot, but he misses the open 3. And the rebound for Horford.
I don't never like my first shot to be a long 3, off balance.
But that's in his genes.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown deep on the left side. Celtics looking to regain the lead here after falling behind by 13. Jalen against Lively. Dribbles between his legs. Shot clock down to 5. Jalen turns it over. Picked off the floor. Battling for it. Pritchard and Lively wrestling on the ground. What are we calling here, guys? They're going to say Dallas ball. They never blew the play down. Lively wrestles it away off the Jaylen Brown turnover. Kyrie left-hand dribble coming on the baseline. Derek White cuts him off, so Kyrie steps back into a tough 8-footer. No good. Rebound out of bounds. They'll say off Horford. That looked like from here we're a million miles away. It looked like it was off Lively. Al is arguing. I don't think Joe Mazzulla is going to use a challenge on that.
Do a better job of boxing out if you're Al. Don't want to give good teams extra opportunities.
Under out of bounds. Kyrie will trigger it. Lobs it all the way out to Lively. Top of the circle. Handoff Luka against Peyton Pritchard. Right-hand dribble. Luka coming strong. Downhill. Pump fake. And he flips it over his head. Back into the corner. Jones re-entry to Luka. Pounding Pritchard. Steps into him. Flips it up. Air ball. Shot clock violation. Luka wanted to foul. Didn't get it. He's not arguing about that one.
Great defense again by the Celtics. Stepping up right now. Man on a man. Hat on a hat. Don't give up second chance opportunities. But we also said don't turn the ball over. More ball movement here.
Derek White moves to the Hauser right side. Luka waiting for him. Cross court left wing, waiting there. Derek White. He's got it against Jones. Hauser sets the screen. White, decent look at a 3. Air ball. Derek White still has not scored here. He's taken 4 shots, all from 3, and he's missed them all. And the Celtics have had a couple of chances to take the lead. They have not been able to do it. Kyrie Irving to his right, attacks Pritchard. Stops in the mid-block, leans in, throws his body up wildly, but he just dropped the ball off his knee out of bounds.
All right, trying to be aggressive. No place to go then.
Al just begging for that ball to get it in.
Another opportunity here for the Celtics to go ahead.
They've had a lot of opportunities. This is their 4th now to try to take the lead for the first time. Pritchard against Hardaway. Shuttles it to Hauser right side. Here's the entry. Al Horford against the smaller Kyrie Irving. Al, 8 on the shot clock. Finds the cutter. Jaylen Brown to the right hand. Lays it up and in. And the Celtics have their first lead of game 3.
Well, everybody tightening up a little bit. You can see Dallas trying to make some moves.
32-31.
Hauser again on the island.
Kyrie, right-hand dribble drive. Kick out, over the shoulder pass. Hardaway moves into the corner. Derek White gets too close and fouls Jones. Long way away from the basket.
I love this, getting Tatum back in this game. I think you can get a lot of things from him. Brown comes out of the game now. Holiday comes back in the game. Now they found an easy opportunity for Derek White. That's what you need.
Luka will trigger the side of the bounce into Lively. And back to Luka. Waiting for Drew Holiday to come check him. Screen set by Jones. Luka against Horford now. Right-hand dribble, tried to move it down low. Lively wasn't there. Tatum picks it up. Bounce pass lead for Pritchard. Pritchard fumbles it, puts it in the hands of Derek White. White attacks, pump fake on Lively. Drew some contact, didn't get a foul call. Nobody on the Boston bench can believe it. And Kyrie comes the other way. Against Pritchard. Stop and start, 2 long strides, runs it up with the left hand and gets the bounce, and Dallas goes back in front. 13 apiece for Luka and Kyrie. 33-32. Dallas by 1. Tatum against Lively. Right-hand dribble drive in the paint. Steps through, kicks to the corner. Holiday attacks. He's in the paint. Finds Derek White. Open wing. 3. Got it.
Didn't I say get him an easy shot? This time wide open. Everybody collapses. Kick out to the shooter.
35-33. 2-point lead is the largest for Boston here with 8:42 to go in the first half.
Stand on chewing Kyrie's right hand.
They have made life miserable for him the entire series. Luka drives, pump fake on out, turnaround free throw line, bounces out. Rebound Pritchard. Luka's gone cold here. After a hot start, Pritchard, offensive end. Hardaway slows him down. Pritchard will put it back in the hands of Tatum. Tatum spins on Hardaway, can't go anywhere. Moves Al Horford away. Tatum lines up Hardaway, goes left side. Pritchard going to try a deep three. No good. The rebound, Luka has it knocked away by Horford, but into the hands of Kyrie Irving. Now Luka. Lob, Lively, two-hand slam. He missed it. Got it with the two hands, couldn't finish. Offensive rebound, though, for Dallas. Kyrie kicks out Luka. Spins away from Holiday, deep in the paint. Fumbles the dribble, has it back. Turns into Horford. And as the ball slapped away out of bounds, they're giving this back to Dallas. Luka wanted a foul. Celtics bench wanted to travel. And instead, in a compromise call, they're just giving it to Dallas out of bounds.
How about Luka travels? Now, the Celtics want a challenge here?
It's possible.
Yeah, they want a challenge. Celtics want a challenge here. They think this ball went off of Luka.
Interesting timing to use it, especially if you don't get it. 7:57 to go, first half of Game 3. Boston 35, Dallas 33 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is former PGA Tour winner Smiley Kaufman, host of The Smiley Show, a Sirius XM podcast.
Smiley Kaufman for 61.
I've got boots on the ground at every major tournament, which means each week I'm bringing you insights straight from the course and conversations with my friends on the PGA Tour. Because what's better than golfing with your buddies? Listen to The Smiley Show right now on the SXM app, available with all trials and popular plans, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's SMYLIE.
Don't miss the all-new Rise and Shine, a SiriusXM podcast.
This is Adam Shine. Every Wednesday morning, we're going to make you remember why you love sports. The crack of the bat, the smell of the grass, the thrill of a buzzer beater, the heroes, the underdogs, the moments you remember forever. Join me, Bob Stu, and the most interesting guests in sports for the all-new Rise and Shine.
Download Rise and Shine right now on the SXM app, available with all trials and popular plans, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's SCHEIN.
What's up, everyone? This is Rob Perez, Worldwide WAP. Here are all my post-game thoughts after every game of the finals, only on NBA Radio Channel 86.
Major Championship Golf is on SiriusXM, and U.S. Open Radio is your exclusive home for our national championship.
That may be a U.S. Open winning shot.
Hear from three-time U.S. Women's Open champion Annika Sorenstam and 2009 U.S. Open winner Lucas Glover.
Obviously a goal, the highest honor you can have as an athlete.
And all of the biggest names in the sport, live from Pinehurst #2. Listen to U.S. Open Radio all week long on Channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Ray Hudson here, Soccer's Extraordinario from SiriusXM FC. Can't be by your radio to hear your favourite team in action? No problem. Just download the all-new SiriusXM app to hear live play-by-play from the Premier League, Champions League, MLS, and so much more.
If you like football, soccer, whatever, this really is the place, isn't it?
The all-new SiriusXM app, available now to all subscribers.
Full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store on NissanUSA.com. Today, Mavericks a hot start and have only scored 8 points in the last 8.5 minutes, and the Celtics have gone from down 13 to up 2.
All right, here's the thing you're doing, Sean. You're not interrupting the song tricky, okay? You don't want to do it. Marcus said no. I'm going to let the dancers get their dance off here. That was during your era, DJ White. Okay.
Replay has determined that the ball was last touched by Dallas. Therefore, the challenge is successful. As it was a mandatory timeout, they would not receive an additional timeout. However, they receive an additional challenge. Reset the game clock to 7:57. The ball be awarded to Boston on the baseline.
You know what that was? That was Mark Davis getting his close-up on ABC. They waited for that announcement until TV came back, and I'm all for that. Oh, yeah. He deserved that attention.
He needs that. If here's the thing they say about an official, the less you know, the better the game is. When they start knowing your name, it's not a good sign.
These are obviously the best of the best that get the NBA Finals assignments. It's a big deal, as you can imagine, in that world. All right, what's changed for Dallas? Why were they able to score so quickly early in the game and now have just 8 points in the last 8.5 minutes?
Well, I think one of the things, the Celtics are a little closer defensively. Another thing that some of the shots that Dallas is taking are a little bit tougher right now. And what you see Dallas doing almost on every single play, they're complaining.
Dallas only has 2 points in the quarter. 35-33 is the Boston lead.
Tillman
Derek
back
White
in this game.
Gets the Tillman screen, finds Tillman, Deep on the left side. Gafford plays off him a little bit. Tillman moves to the Tatum. 7 on the shot clock. Tatum bothered by Hardaway. Puts it to the floor. Left-hand dribble coming strong down the left side. Rises, flips it up. In traffic, no good. That was a tough shot. He forced that. And the Mavericks have the rebound. Tatum 13 points on 4 of 8 shooting now. Luka now 5 of 12 after a hot start. Luka moving to his right. Got Tillman in front of him. Luka puts it to the floor. Starts his drive. He gets in deep. It gets blocked at the rim by Tillman. And then Gafford fouls Tillman.
Good job by Tillman. Got that ball before Luka could get it all off his fingertips. And Luka again going right back to complaining instead of playing.
It's always that guy out of nowhere that becomes a hero. Could it be Xavier Tillman tonight in Game 3? Celtics again up by 2. They've outscored Dallas 5-2 in the quarter. We played nearly 5 minutes. Tatum moving to his right behind a Tillman screen. It's a moving screen on Kyrie and an offensive foul. And the Celtics turn it over.
Tillman has to realize that they're looking to make a call. At that time, you're not trying to get the guy open, but you set a pick, and now he has to determine how he's going to get off that pick.
Hardaway, Green, Irving, Gafford, Washington, 5 on the floor. Luke out now. He rested for 70 seconds in the first quarter. We'll see how long he stays out now. And now Dallas trailing by 2. Kyrie, start and stop on Tillman. Tries to go to his right, now spins back to his left. Floats with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Tatum has it punched away. Looked like he might have been fouled, but the loose ball gobbled up by Pritchard. Pritchard drop back to Tatum, straight away, puts it to the floor. On Gafford, now pulls it back and moves it to Holiday. Holiday, right-hand dribble, stop and start. Drives in deep on Washington, puts it off the window, no good. Pritchard flew in for an offensive rebound, but couldn't hang on to it. Now Washington's got it. P.J. Washington into the front court. Both teams missing a lot of shots at the rim now. Hardy moves to Kyrie Irving. In the right corner against Pritchard, elevates 3, got it. Kyrie has all 5 Dallas points here in the second quarter. Mavericks regain the lead, 36-35. 6:04 to go until halftime. Tatum. Pull up, deep 3, got it.
Whew. I didn't see that one coming.
This is the nightmare for Dallas. And Tatum finally gets hot from 3. 38-36, Boston by 2. Tatum 3 of 5 from distance after starting the series 4 of 14. Kyrie down the left side. Then Derek White in the backcourt. White walks it across the timeline when he finds Pritchard. Corner 3. Nope. Rebound. Tillman saves it from going out of bounds and somehow lobs it all the way out to Tatum. Big plays made by Xavier Tillman in this sequence of Game 3. Tatum against Kyrie Irving. 5 on the shot clock. Tatum steps to his left. Fires for 3. It's no good. And the rebound belongs to Hardaway.
I like the move. I like being aggressive.
Hardaway offensive end. Boston by 2, 4.5 to go into the break. Gafford. Right-hand dribble. And we got a call here maybe against Pritchard.
Hold on Pritchard here against Kyrie Irving.
And now we'll get Luka back in. He has played. He has sat for about 3.5 minutes of this first half.
Gafford comes back out of this game. And Lively back in.
Celtics have outscored Dallas 10-7 in this quarter. We've played nearly 8 minutes. Kyrie deep on the right side against Sam Hauser. Hauser's been guarding Kyrie and Luka. Kyrie steps to his left, takes another 3 switch. There was almost no scenario by which Kyrie wasn't going to knock down some 3s tonight. He's made 3 in the first half after going 0 for 8 in Boston. Dallas regains the lead, 41-40. Jalen tries to get it back over Luka, barely hits the front iron. Kyrie lead for Luka, up fakes the 3. Right-hand dribble drive, steps through on Horford. He's under the basket deep, throws a bounce pass out to the wing where Washington is waiting, but his open 3 is no good. Rebound tipped around, eventually Kyrie's going to come up with it. Dallas starting to get some second chances now. Kyrie steps to his left, another 3, got it. 4 threes for Kyrie Irving in the first half after going 0 for 8 in Boston. Dallas by 4, 44-40. Tatum into the corner. Hauser tries to get 3 back, and he does.
Luka, they're late then.
And Sam Hauser is 3 for 3 from distance. And again, as soon as the Mavericks get momentum, they can't shake the Celtics. Ask the Pacers how that turned out. Luka switches to the left hand, drives on Hauser, gets in deep, steps back, flip shot is up and good. 15 for Luka, 20 for Kyrie. Boston down by 3. Holiday, kick out, Horford touches into the corner. Hauser, left-hand dribble, bounce pass, Holiday in the dunker spot. Dribbles all the way out to the corner. Loses Luka. Attacks, throws to the far corner. Jalen, kick out, Hauser, now Tatum. Turns the corner, drives, scoops, blocked. They'll stay by Lively. 4 on the shot clock. Holiday saves it out to Horford for 3. That rims out. Offensive rebound, put back for Drew Holiday. Championship play.
Working that glass, big fella, working that glass.
Circle that one in your scorecard. 46-45, Boston down 1, and they're calling a foul on Holiday, who got knocked down by Kyrie Irving. Celtics arguing, but they'll lose this argument as we get to the next timeout. 2:29-45 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Enjoy all your
Presented by Indeed.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Nothing but net. Good shots. Man, I miss playing basketball. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think you could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
Romance and sci-fi.
I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
At T-Mobile, you can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, switch and keep your phone.
Everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow. Based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. You never have to pay overdraft fees again when you're banking through Chime. That's right, Chime is changing the game. Chime has no monthly fees, and with SpotMe, you get fee-free overdraft on debit card purchases. Now that's banking that has your back. SpotMe eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1, The Eagle.
I'm Kevin Gray here at the Modelo Sports Desk. In some NBA coaching news, James Borrego, Kenny Atkinson, and Micah Norrie have advanced to in-person interviews with the Cleveland Cavaliers as they continue their search for a brand new head coach, as they will continue the search going forward. Let's go back to the AAC with Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis.
2:29 remaining in the first half of Game 3. Mavericks raced out to an early 13-point lead. 22-9 were caught and passed by the Celtics as Dallas went into a drought at the end of the first quarter and into the second. But Kyrie Irving, Brad, has come to life just as I think just about everybody thought he would. But certainly it's a beautifully necessary moment for the Mavericks because really, other than Kyrie, they don't have much else going offensively.
Yeah, I mean, Luka got it going early, but since then it's been all Kyrie.
Kyrie with 11 in the quarter, 20 in the game. He's 8 of 13, shooting 4 of 5 from 3. And, in fact, has made his last 4 from 3 after missing his first one tonight, his first 9 of the series. Doncic with 15. So, again, 35 of the 46 points for the Mavericks from those two players. And if the Mavericks can just get some help from someone else, it could really help their cause. As Josh Green will inbound to Washington. Out of the timeout, the Mavericks shoot to our left and bounces to Doncic against Tatum. Outside the arc, left of the circle, ball at his waist, and ask Green to come over and screen to the right. He'll work that way now against Horford. He'll drive and pull up for a mid-ranger and hit it from 12 to the right of the lane. The Mavericks 48, the Celtics 45. As Holiday walks it through the center circle. The handoff to White. Horford comes up, goes screen, then gets it left wing, left corner Tatum against Washington. Triple threat position there. Fakes the rip through, then takes the three out of the corner off the back rim, and Lively the rebound for the Mavericks. Here comes Irving. Up the left side against Brown. Left-hand dribble between his legs right on the drive and floats it up, and it rolls off the rim. Oh, it did everything but go down, and Brown got the rebound. Here comes Holiday, bounce it left corner, quick release, Horford three, good. Al Horford's second three of the game ties the game at 48. With a minute 25 remaining in the half. Irving against Brown. Washington screens. Now against White. Kick at the Washington left corner. Fake left and go right. Met by Holiday. To the cutting Lively down low. Easy dunk as he was able to draw the double team.
Yeah, nice no-look pass that time. Good cut by Lively.
Mavericks 50. Celtics 48. Holiday against Green. To his left. To Tatum against Lively. Outside the arc, right of the circle, puts his head down, bounce pass, dunker spot, White, met by Lively, out to Horford, back to White, over Lively for three, Rainbow, no good, and a loose ball foul underneath against Boston, and it's against Jaylen Brown. 2 fouls on Jaylen Brown, and the first in the last 2 minutes against the Celtics. As Hardaway comes back in for Irving. Or, excuse me, comes back in for Green. And Irving will stay in the right corner. As Hardaway to inbound. Doncic picked up full court by Holiday. Up the left side. Secondary screen from Washington. Frees Luka up now to play against Derek White. Left elbow across the way. Washington will drive, met by Horford. And then Holiday from behind knocked it away. 3-on-1 for the Celtics. Brown to Tatum running the floor. Laid it up and in. 20 for Tatum. And Mark Davis blowing his whistle, saying the Mavericks did not properly inbound the ball. But that is the case. That should be a violation, but it's not.
Yeah, that's what Boston's coaches want.
Yeah, I mean, if either you inbounded it correctly or you didn't. But the Mavericks will have it with 33 seconds remaining in the half. And the officials, for the moment anyway, are holding on to the ball as the Celtics throw some pressure up in the backcourt. The inbound to Washington. Up the right side. Doncic screens. Holiday goes for the steal. Can't get it. Backwards for Luka against Horford. On the hash mark. And then Luka will back up with 10 to shoot, 20 in the half. Between his legs, left to right. Pulls up over Horford for three. Off the back rim. Long rebound. Washington got it. Washington looks, he drives, everybody went out beyond the arc, and then as he drives to the rim, he draws the foul. And it's on Holiday, and that'll put Washington on the line with 9.5 seconds remaining. What a wild play. Mavericks got the rebound, but the Celtics just ran up to the three-point line, and nobody guarded Washington until it was too late.
Yeah, opened up the middle on that drive.
So Washington, 71% in the playoffs, looking for his first point of the night, and he doesn't have it. Misses it, rolling it off left to right. He was 8 of 10 from the line in this series before the make. So Josh Green and Maxi Kleber come back in to play defense here in the last 9.5 seconds. And Washington trying to give the Mavericks a 1-point lead. Sets, shoots, and hits it. And here's the inbound to Tatum. Picked up by Derek Jones. Crossover left to right. Pulls up over Jones for three. That's off the heel of the rim. Rebound Washington. And he'll get it ahead to Green and will not get it away in time. And that will do it as the horn sounds for the first half. And the Mavericks will take a 1-point lead to halftime at 51-50. They get a second quarter outburst from Kyrie Irving that included 3 3-pointers, a 20-point half for him in 21 minutes. Doncic with 17 points. But again, as you add that up, that's 37 points from the two superstars, only 14 from the rest of the team. And I think the Celtics are willing to live with that, Brad, as long as the Maverick role players aren't able to make a presence on the offensive end.
Yeah, and so far those two guys have done that, but it's one of those things that, you know, Boston's going to pick and choose how they want to play defensively, and first half, that's how they did it.
Well, and the Mavericks Jason Kidd has talked about this after the first quarter against the Celtics in Game 1 when they gave up 37 points and 7 3-pointers. They really played pretty good defense against the Celtics, and they hold Boston to 41% shooting and 9 of 27 from 3.
Yeah, doing a nice job, and I like the way they're attacking inside. Without Porzingis in there, no shot blockers for Boston. Dallas attacking inside.
Again, 20 points for Irving, 17 for Doncic to lead the Mavericks, who shot 47.7%, just 5 of 15 from 3. Dallas a 23-17 edge on the boards. Tatum, the only Boston double-figure scorer, and he's got it going tonight with 20, with 4 rebounds and 2 assists, 3 3-pointers made. 51-50 as the Mavericks try to hold home court and cut the Celtics lead in this series in half. Kevin Gray at the Modelo Sports Desk.
Through Chime. That's right, Chime is changing the game. Chime has no monthly fees, and with SpotMe, you get fee-free overdraft on debit card purchases. Now that's banking that has your back. SpotMe eligibility requirements and limits apply. Go to Chime.com for details. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank or Stride Bank, N.A. members FDIC.
Live Your Free is the newest plan from TXU Energy that completely takes the guesswork out of saving.
Because it automatically adapts to give me free energy when I use it most every month.
Correct. Free days, free nights, or free weekends. Also correct.
It's the first and only plan of its kind that's 100% personalized to me.
Correct again. So I always get my biggest savings without ever changing a thing. That's the TXU Energy Max Free Guarantee. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo is the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
Live Your Free is the newest plan from TXU Energy that completely takes the guesswork out of saving.
Because it automatically adapts to give me free energy when I use it most every month.
Correct. Free days, free nights, or free weekends. Also correct.
It's the first and only plan of its kind that's 100% personalized to me.
Correct again. So I always get my biggest savings without ever changing a thing. That's the TXU Energy Max Free Guarantee. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
It's the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle. Time now for the halftime show on the Mavericks Radio Network. Now, here's your host, Kevin Gray.
Good win in the first half from the American Airlines Center in game number 3 of the NBA Finals. Your Dallas Mavericks up 51-50 at halftime. Kyrie Irving going off in the first half for 20 points. Luka Doncic with 17 of his own as they combined for 37 of the Mavs. 51 first half points. Mavericks shot 33% from downtown and 47% from the field. Celtics shot 40% from the field and 33% from 3 as Jason Tatum was the only Celtic in double figures with 20 points in the first half. Mavericks had 30 of their 51 points in the paint. Kristaps Porzingis out, of course, for the Celtics. Mavericks taking advantage of that in the first half. Mavericks out-rebounded the Celtics 23-17 as the Mavericks look to win Game 3 up by 1 at halftime, 51-50. Let's get to the first half highlights from the AAC to let you know how it went down in the first half. Starting in the first quarter, Mavericks started off hot, started the game on a 9-2 run in the first 2 minutes, forcing a Celtics timeout. Luka Doncic draining the three-pointer on the left wing on the step back to give the Mavericks an early three-point lead.
Spacing is so good, they get to that dunker spot.
Doncic pull-up three, left wing good.
Then Kyrie Irving would get into it with his big first half, getting the lefty bank shot to go in the lane to increase the Mavericks' lead up to 6.
As Luka, baseline right to inbound the ball, drop it in. Kyrie catches in the lane with the left hand over Derek White to score.
Mavs up 11-5 with 9.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Kyrie Irving then takes Al Horford off the dribble for the layup to put the Mavs up by 10.
Screen by Hardy, played by Horford. Drives on Horford, take it off the floor on Horford, and floats it home.
That came with 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter as the Mavericks were up 17-7. Then Derek Lively gets the hoop in the harm with the foul on Tillman for the layup in the and one.
Now played by Tatum, and Lively splits the pick, gets the rim, score it with a foul on Horford, and a chance at a three-point play.
He would make the free throw to make it 22-9 with 6:10 left in the first quarter. Kyrie Irving wasn't done, though, drilling the three-pointer transition to increase the Mavericks' lead to 13.
The Celtics 2 of 8 from 3 to start the game. Here comes Kyrie, pull up, top of the arc three. He got it! The first three-pointer of the series for Kyrie Irving.
Mavs up 25-12 with 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. They started 11 of 16 from the field in the first 7.5 minutes of the game. But the Celtics would respond with what would be an 11-0 run to cut the Mavericks lead down to 2 at 25-23. Luka Doncic, though, would end that run with this jumper at the right elbow.
As he looks, fakes right, go left, pumps, leans in, pumps, fades away from the elbow, he hits.
That would make it 27-23, but the Celtics got a three-pointer from Sam Hauser with 28 seconds left and a run-out dunk from Jason Tatum at the end of the quarter to cut the Mavericks lead to 1. At the end of the first period, 31-30, the Mavericks led. Jason Tatum had 13 points for the Celtics as they closed the first quarter on an 18-6 run. The Mavericks got 13 points from Luka Doncic and 9 from Kyrie Irving. On to the second quarter, Mavs up 1 to start the period. Celtics started the first 4 minutes outscoring the Mavs 5-2 to take a 35-33 lead. Kyrie Irving, though, would end the Mavericks' 3-minute field goal drought, drilling the three-pointer on the right wing.
Picks up the dribble, right to Green. Kyrie wants it on a post up against Pritchard, but pushed way out. Below the break, he'll take the three, and he makes it.
That made it 36-35 with 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Boston would go on a quick 5-2 run to take a 40-38 lead after a Jason Tatum basket, but Kyrie Irving would continue his takeover of the second quarter, drilling another three-pointer to put the Mavericks back out in front.
Oh, actually, Kyrie remains in the game, and he's against Hauser at the moment. Right wing at the moment. Step back, take the three, hit it.
Yeah, he's feeling it from outside.
Mavs up 41-40 with 4:15 left in the first half. Irving wasn't done from downtown, knocking down his third straight three-pointer, this time on the left wing.
Irving against Holiday, sidestep left, take the three, knocks it down.
That made it 44-40 with 3:41 left in the first half as the Mavericks led by 4 at that point. Game would be tied, though, at 48 with a minute and a half left after an Al Horford three-pointer. But Derek Lively II would put the Mavericks back out in front with this dunk off the P.J. Washington assist.
Now against White, kick at the Washington left corner, fake left and go right, met by Holiday. To the cutting Lively, down low, easy dunk as he was able to draw the double team.
They made it 50-48 with a minute 14 left in the first half. The Mavericks would score the final 3 points of the period to take a 51-50 lead at halftime. Kyrie Irving had 11 of the Mavs' 22nd quarter points as the Mavericks shot 40% for the quarter. The Celtics shot 36% from the field themselves as Jason Tatum had 7 points for the Celtics in that second period. And that's where we stand right now at halftime with your Mavericks leading 51-50 in game number 3, trying to climb back in it in the NBA Finals. Let's take a look at your other sports scores and news of the day. Still to come tonight in Los Angeles. The Texas Rangers facing the Los Angeles Dodgers on the road with the first pitch at 9:10 p.m. this evening. John Gray on the mound for the World Series champion Texas Rangers. Meanwhile, Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final tomorrow night in Edmonton as the Florida Panthers lead that series 2-0 after outscoring the Edmonton Oilers by 6 goals in the first 2 games as the Stanley Cup Final moves to Canada. That's your other sports scores and news of the day. But a terrific one in the first half at the American Airlines Center as we celebrate the 13-year anniversary of the Mavericks winning their first ever championship. The 2011 team in the house tonight cheering on this version of the Mavericks as they try to get themselves back into this NBA Finals. Halfway home to a Game 3 win at 51-50 at halftime at the AAC. Coming up next, we'll take it back out live to the American Airlines Center for the second half with the voice of the Mavericks, Chuck Cooperstein, and Brad Davis on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network. Stay with us.
Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for entrepreneurs to stop dreaming and start doing. For gig workers to become business owners. For small businesses to go toe-to-toe with the big dogs. Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity beyond bank accounts. We're providing free office space, free advertising, free competitive research, and more to help small businesses do more with less. To learn more, visit Comerica.com/succeed. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Kroger always gives you savings and rewards on top of our lower-than-low prices. And when you download the Kroger app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. So you can always save big every day with our savings and rewards. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
At Hilton Anatole, it's all fun here. Located minutes from downtown Dallas, guests of all ages will enjoy Jade Waters Resort Pool, now open daily all summer long. Enjoy the Leisure Cove Pool with a swim-up bar. Relax along the lazy river. Recline in one of our luxury cabanas and so much more. The fun doesn't stop there. Experience the ultimate sport and game simulator at Topgolf Swing Suite with delicious food and exciting games. For your next summer getaway, Hilton Anatole has it all. Learn more at HiltonAnatole.com.
Winning doesn't just happen on game day. It happens every day of the week when you put in the work. That's how the Mavs do it, and it's what we love about Ford F-Series, the 47-year leader, and Ford SUVs, vehicles that offer the capability to handle everyday life. That's why Ford is a proud sponsor of the Dallas Mavericks and proud sponsor of Work Today to Win Tomorrow, based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
Ford is the best in Texas.
You know what In-N-Out hamburgers are all about. But what about our fries? It's pretty simple. It all begins with the finest, freshest potatoes, hand-cut right in the store, then cooked to perfection in 100% sunflower oil and served piping hot. Now that's a side order worth singing about.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis at the American Airlines Center as we get ready for the third quarter of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Mavericks, a 51-50 lead over the Celtics. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic combining for 37 of the Mavericks' 51 points. They shot 15 of 30 from the floor. The rest of the team 6 of 14, and they have all 5 Dallas three-point shots in 11 attempts. The rest of the team 0 of 4. Kyrie's fifth 20-point half of the playoffs. And again, coming incredibly needed, Brad, because other than Luka, there's nobody else that's really getting anything done. Those two guys are going to need some help from somebody else. And the Celtics are just betting that nobody else beside those two really can help them beat the Celtics.
Defensively, that's the way they're playing. You know, they're going to let them get their points. They're going to try to cut down the scoring on the other players.
What do you think of the Mavericks' defense against the Celtics so far tonight?
It's been good. I mean, I thought, you know, a couple of slip-ups where they've gotten some backdoor cuts. They've gotten some open threes. Other than that, they've been contesting.
Boston has it to begin the third quarter. They shoot to our left in their white uniforms, green numbers and letters. Mavericks in the Navy statements tonight, white numbers and letters. As Holiday left baseline drive against Gafford. Dribbles now out to the top of the arc. The handoff to Brown. Against Washington, will drive and pull up on the double pump from the foul line. He hits to put Boston in front, 52-51. Jaylen Brown, his 8-point on 3 of 7 shooting. Luka at the right wing against Brown. Screen left. Now the switch by Tatum. Luka drives it. Oh, a nice little Gortat screen set by Gafford to get Luka all the way to the basket to score.
Yeah, just drifted right into Tatum, took him out of the play.
53-52 as we go back and forth. Tatum out top, quickly left. Holiday left baseline drive, met by Washington. Out to White, little ball fake, put it on the floor. To the cutting Holiday down the lane. Left-hand layup, easily done.
Boston spacing just so good.
54-53. 6 lead changes in the first half. We've got 2 already. As Kyrie on the drive, high off the glass, no good. But there's Gafford going right over Tatum to two-hand flush it at the front of the rim.
Yeah, they started Tatum on Gafford here in the second half.
They tried to do that a little bit in game 2, and Gafford wound up having a pretty good second half. We'll see if Boston elects to stay that way. Here's Tatum, backdoor, lays it up and in. That's a couple of easy baskets, and probably baskets that are too easy for Boston. And Tatum now with 22 points, 56-55. Washington against White. Left-hand dribble, pushes to Luka. Top of the circle, met by Holiday. Washington screens. Here's the switch by White. 7 to shoot. Right to left drive by Luka. Into the lane, stops, pumps, goes up, short, draws the foul. Late whistle, but the correct call from Mark Davis on the baseline. And it's on Derek White. The second on White. And the Mavericks, who shot just 5 free throws in the first half, made 4 of them on the line with Doncic to shoot. 19, 3, and 3 for Doncic so far tonight. First foul shot is up and good. Again, the Celtics basically do not allow you to shoot free throws. Coming into these playoffs, they had averaged allowing their opponents to shoot just 12.5 free throws per game. And the second one from Doncic on the way and good. The Mavericks 57, the Celtics 56. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Holiday against Derek Jones. To the top to Brown against Kyrie. Little bump now to his left, hangs in the lane and gets it to crawl over the front of the rim.
Uses height advantage that time.
And again, another lead change. 58-57 Boston. Luka top of the arc now against Horford. To his right. Kick it right corner. Show and go by Jones. Kick it out to Irving. Fake left, go right. Little runner is good from the dotted line as he beat Holiday to the spot. 22 for Kyrie. And another lead change at 59-58. Holiday pulls up just above the break for 3. It's good.
And Luka had his hands down on that. I think Holiday surprised him.
61-59. Celtics have hit their first 5 here in the third quarter. Kyrie against White. Deep left side at the baseline. Picks up the dribble, looking for a cutter. Pass deflected by Brown, but it came back to Kyrie, and then he throws it away. Tried to get it to Washington, but an easy steal for Holiday, who comes up the left side against Jones. Circles right to the top of the arc. Now back to his left. Shovels to Brown on the move. Left baseline. Out to the top to Tatum. Rise and fire for 3. He hits. And Jason Kidd will take a timeout as the Celtics 6 of 6 to start the third quarter, and they have a 5-point lead at 64-59 as Tatum knocks down the 11th three-pointer in 29 attempts for the Celtics. 29 of their 50 attempts are three-pointers tonight. 64-59 Boston. 8:44 remaining, third quarter of Game 3 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 are registered trademarks. 2022 Jack Daniels, all rights reserved.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager, the crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
It's the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Experience what it's like to be an NBA player or a true Maverick camp from one-on-one coaching with Devin Harris, cruising across town in Lexus TXs with Rolando Blackman, reviewing film with Jason Kidd, to dinner with J.J. Barea. This is one experience you can't miss. Visit Mavs.com/TMC today. 8:44 remaining in the third quarter. The Celtics have hit their first 6 here in the third to lead the Mavericks 64-59 as we pause for station identification on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
97.1 The Eagle. KEGL Fort Worth, Dallas. An iHeartRadio station. iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home.
Find out what channel your team is playing on by going to SiriusXM.com/sports.
Difference in the game, Boston 11 of 29 from 3. I mean, 58% of their attempts are three-pointers. During the course of the regular season, the Celtics had about 48% of their attempts as three-pointers. And they're just playing the math game. And right now, they have a 6 three-point shot advantage over the Mavericks, who are 5 of 15, who have not tried a three-pointer here in the third quarter.
Yeah, just a lot of penetration, driving kick.
Here comes Irving for the Mavericks. They shoot to our right, play by Holiday behind the left hash mark. Knee-high dribble, turned back by Holiday. And now Lively comes up the screen as Kyrie on the drive and got tripped up by Horford. No shot, side out of bounds. And that was very, very close to being an offensive foul on Derek Lively. And they called that foul on Tatum rather than on Horford, so that's the second on Tatum. Second team foul against Boston. Doncic from the foul line extended to the left side to inbound, tried to get it to Lively, couldn't, drops it into Hardaway, who's checked in the game to replace Derek Jones, and on the drive and on the pull-up, and that rolls off the right of the rim. That floater that Doncic almost always makes, and then Luka fouling Derek White in the backcourt after the Horford rebound and outlet pass. And that's 2 on Doncic. So Luka now 8 of 18 from the floor. Began the game hitting 5 of his first 7. as Holiday brings it up for the Celtics. Mavericks zoning right here. 2-3 zone, right baseline. Tatum to the dunker. There's Brown for an easy one.
Yeah, once again, it's the spacing. They've got everybody on the perimeter. One guy makes that dive cut.
It's an 8-0 run for the Celtics. They're 7 of 7 shooting here in the quarter. As Irving backs up against Horford. Right of the circle. Now attacks with his left hand. Pulls up, dotted line. Jumper good from 10 feet.
Yeah, anytime he can get that switch with Horford on him, it's a good matchup for Dallas.
66-61. 7:40 remaining in the third. Holiday along the right side. Play by Irving, trying to get it to Brown in the lane. Brown against Hardaway. 2 bounces to his left. Got caught in the air, but able to get it to Tatum in the left corner for 3. That's no good off the back rim. Washington the rebound. Outlet on the diagonal to Kyrie. Spinning right to left on Derek White. Met by Brown into a double team. Out to Hardaway. Little ball fake. Open up the 3. In and out. And the rebound to Horford. To Holiday up the left side against Washington. Backs up on the dribble to Tatum against Hardaway. Measuring him, backing him down, kicks it out. White, touch it, Horford, touch it, Brown, right corner 3, good. Jaylen Brown has come, and the Celtics by 8, 69-61. Luka left to right, spins to his left on White, met by Brown from behind. No look right corner, Irving, run off the line, finds Luka in the lane, and he's short on the layup. And the rebound taken by Holiday out of the traffic. 3-on-3. Holiday veers off to his right. Left-hand wraparound to White. And he's fouled by P.J. Washington as he begins his move to the basket. And Luka with a couple of shots here in the third quarter that are normally automatic for him that have not fallen as Horford leaves. And Xavier Tillman checks in to take his place. Tatum inbound from the left sideline. A real danger time here for the Mavericks. 6.5 to play. Third quarter down 8. Holiday on the handoff to Tatum. Wraparound pass to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Left baseline drive. Step back away from Luka for 3. Off the back rim again. And Lively with a good traffic rebound. Middle outlet to Irving. Quickly to Hardaway. Up the left side driving on White. And to the rim. And White threw that shot out of there. Picked up by Tillman. Now to Holiday. Tatum on the run for the dunk. And Tatum looking for a foul call, and I think he had a legitimate case.
A lot of contact there.
P.J. Washington raked him across the arms. No foul, fortunately, for the Mavericks. 71-61. First double-digit lead is on the drive. There's Luka able to score against Tillman. 23 for Doncic, 71-63. Boston on fire here in the third. They are 9 of 11 from the floor. Here is Brown, left of the lane, through the lane, back out. Tatum over Washington for 3. Another brick. Rebound taken away from Luka by Holiday, but it's knocked out of bounds by Holiday as Luka hit the deck. And the fans wanting a foul call that was not called. As Kleba checks in the game for the Mavericks to replace Washington. Jason Kidd giving Tim Hardaway a long look here in the third quarter, just trying to find anybody else beside Luka and Kyrie who could be able to generate some offense. Hasn't worked so far. As Kyrie brings it across the line on the left. Into the middle of the floor against Sam Hauser, who checked into the dead ball. Driving to his right, blows by him, now met by Tillman. High off the glass, no good. Lively offensive rebound. Out to Doncic. Straight line drive to the rim, and will score. Moving on the reverse from right to left. 8 in the quarter for Doncic, 71-65. Holiday right side of the floor against Kleba. Cross-court Tillman. Pitches back to Tatum. To his left against Lively. Down to 9 to shoot. And a cross-court pass finds Brown again over Kleba for 3. That's short. Rebound Lively. Middle outlet to Doncic. Up the left side. Screen by Lively again. Now against Tillman. Luka pulls up, can't shoot. Across the way to Irving. Kyrie against Hauser. Attacks him with the left. Pulls up at the foul line. Jumper around and out. Lively lost the rebound out of bounds.
Well, once again, Irving doing a nice job, though, attacking off the dribble. Had a good look at that one.
4.5 remaining third quarter. 71-65 Celtics. As Brown from right to left. Kyrie goes for the steal, and he gets called for a reach-in foul. And that'll be his second. And team foul number 3 against the Mavericks. Tatum will inbound from just over the midcourt line on the left side. Into Brown at the bottom of the jump circle. Hauser up the screen left. Brown goes that way against Luka between his legs, right to left, and puts up a shot on the run. That's no good. And Lively, the rebound, in traffic again. Luka trying to spin on Brown, lost the ball, got it back. A lot of contact as he comes across the line, turns to his left. Right of the jump circle, Lively comes to screen. Now Luka to his left against Tillman. They got the matchup they want now. Luka left to right on the drive and to the rim. Bank it way short. Rebound Tillman. And a timeout taken by Joe Mazzulla. And Doncic with words for Kevin Scott as he heads toward the Dallas bench, thinking if there was not a foul on the shot, there was at least a foul out on the floor as he was beginning the move. 3:50 remaining in the third quarter of Game 3. The Celtics lead the series 2-0. They lead tonight 71-65 on the Dallas Mavericks radio network.
At Hilton Anatole, it's all fun here. Located minutes from downtown Dallas, guests of all ages will enjoy Jade Waters Resort Pool, now open daily all summer long. Enjoy the Leisure Cove Pool with a swim-up bar. Relax along the lazy river. Recline in one of our luxury cabanas and so much more. The fun doesn't stop there. Experience the ultimate sport and game simulator at Topgolf Swing Suite with delicious food and exciting games. For your next summer getaway, Hilton Anatole has it all. Learn more at HiltonAnatole.com.
NBAstore.com, the official online store of the NBA, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NBA fan gear. With unique designs by Fanatics, Nike, and all the latest styles for every NBA team, plus one-of-a-kind products and authentic collectibles. Shop now and get today's special offer. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 registered trademark. 2022 Jack Daniels, all rights reserved.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in-store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1, The Eagle.
I'm Kevin Gray here at the Modelo Sports Desk. Kristaps Porzingis, of course, is out tonight for game number 3 between the Mavericks and the Celtics. The Celtics unsure if he will be able to return to this NBA Finals, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski. Porzingis suffered the injury in the second half of the Game 2 win for the Celtics. That injury not related to his calf injury that he suffered in the first round of the playoffs. Let's go back to Chuck.
Give Dad the best Father's Day gift. Book a special delivery from Mavs Man or Champ. You'll receive an exclusive Mavs cooler backpack and plenty of Mavs swag. Visit Mavs.com/mascots to purchase today. 3:50 remaining, third quarter, Game 3. Celtics lead the Mavericks 71-65. Both teams shooting exactly the same, 27 of 58 for 46.6%. But the difference in the game, Boston 12 of 34 from 3. Again, not overly great from 3, but the Mavericks is 5 of 16 as their three-point woes continue. Dallas coming into the game tonight, 13 of 53, 24.5% from 3, and only slightly better than that tonight.
Yeah, Kyrie's got 4 out of those 5 makes.
As the inbound coming from Brown to White. Josh Green's checked in for the Mavericks out of the timeout to guard White at the midcourt line. And White backing toward the top of the arc. And now backs up to the bottom of the jump circle. Right to Holiday. Behind him to Brown. Catch and shoot 3 is long. Rebound, Hauser. Took it away from Green and took it away from Irving. Wraparound out to White at the top of the arc. To the right to Brown against Daniel Gafford. Gets around him. Met by Kleba. And Kleba with insult to injury as he gets called for the foul, and he got hit in a place you don't want to get hit. And Jaylen Brown will go to the line to shoot. And actually call the foul on Gafford first before the contact with Kleber. So the Mavericks right now playing with Irving, Green, Hardaway, Kleber, and Gafford. Again, these crucial minutes when Luka is not on the floor. And Brown's first one is good. Celtics have 22 points in the third quarter. And the combination of Tatum and Brown with 17 of those points. And the second one by Brown is good. 73-65. As Green scoops it to the right to Hardaway to the high post. To Gafford, back to the basket. Hardaway comes around right to left, chased by Holiday. Drops it back to Gafford with 8 to shoot. Pass out deflected by Hauser. Kyrie runs it down to the backcourt. He'll run it on up with 4 to shoot. And 3 off balance to Kleber with 2, with 1 to the rim. Banked it, missed it. Tipped it, missed it. And the rebound taken by Tillman of the Celtics. Up the right side to Holiday. And to Brown. Crossover away from Cleveland, knocks down the 18-footer from the right elbow, and a big third quarter for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's caught fire here.
75-65. Hardaway backs up on the dribble against Hauser, trying to take him one-on-one to the corner, fades away off the left of the rim. White with the rebound, and the Mavericks in trouble right now. And they need some stops, and they probably have to get Doncic back in the game, and he's already at the scorer's table. As Brown backs up on the dribble against Gafford, right to left, and finds an open Tillman in the right corner for 3. It's good. Xavier Tillman knocking down the 13th three for the Celtics, and the Celtics lead by 13. 78-65, a 7-0 Celtic run. Irving to his right. He's doubled just over the midcourt line. Wrap around to Green. Left to Hardaway. Left corner Kleber. Down low Gafford the catch. And backhand find. Reversing it to Irving. One bounce to his left and a three-pointer or 2. Call it a 2 with his toe on the line. 26 for Irving. 78-67.
That's not a good foul by Josh Green there.
No, not a good foul. And that puts the Celtics on the line with the Mavericks over the limit. So Derek White will go to the line to shoot with 1:44 remaining in the third quarter. And Doncic and Washington ready to check back in. And Luka, a -1 in 28 minutes so far tonight. And in the 7 minutes that he has not played, the Mavericks are -11. And that's been so much the story of this series, Brad. When he's not on the floor, the Mavericks just don't have anybody to create any offense.
Well, I mean, Kyrie's been creating, but nobody else.
Those two have combined for 51 of the 67 points for the Mavericks. Very hard to win when everyone is not participating. Celtics only have 2 in double figures, 2 tonight. 27 for Tatum, 19 for Brown. Derek White with 2 free throws made with his 5th point of the night. After his 18-point game in Game 2, it's 80-67. Doncic left to right against Horford. Now to his left, backs up. Challenged, has to give it up to Irving, back to Doncic, knocked away by Holiday, came back to Irving against Horford, really moving his feet. Kyrie, right in the lane, forced it short, and the rebound. Horford had it knocked away by Irving, but picked up by White. Boy, the old man Al Horford at age 38 really moving the puppies defensively. At the right wing, Hauser, the shot. Deflected by Derek Jones, picked up by Irving, and now to Green. Not looking to shoot as he picks up the dribble. To Washington, who will take it. Top of the arc, and he makes it. And finally, someone else beside Irving and Doncic able to knock down a 3. First basket for P.J. Washington, 80-70. Holiday, right corner. Brown back out to Holiday, middle to White. Screen left by Horford. Screen right by Horford. White pull up off the bounce. Banks it in from straight away. Rimmed the basket too and went down. 83-70. And again, the Celtics playing the math game and just play it better than anybody else. Luka nearly lost his balance, finds Washington against Holiday. Turning to his right on Holiday, floats it up over Holiday. That's short. Horford the rebound. And Drew Holiday can defend just about anybody.
Yeah, sure can. Moves his feet. He's got that big body.
Final shot of the third quarter belongs to the Celtics. Brown in the jump circle with 10. With 8. Gets by Irving off the Hauser screen to the rim. Oh! And he brings it down hard with the tomahawk with 6 seconds remaining. Here's Jones on the drive and a foul by White, and they had that one to give with 3.5 seconds to go. And that is the second time in this series that Jaylen Brown has put himself on the highlight reel with a spectacular dunk. He got to the rim this time. He didn't really go over and through anyone. He got around Green and in front of Washington. The first one in game 1 went over Daniel Gafford as Green inbounds the ball into Washington. Back to Green on the give and go, laid off to Kyrie, and had it knocked away by White as the horn sounds to end the third quarter. The Mavericks scored 31 in the first. They've scored only 39 in the last 2, and they are very much on the ropes right now in this NBA Finals. Again, no team has ever rallied from 3 games down to win an NBA playoff series, let alone an NBA Finals series. And the Mavericks trail now by 15 points as we go to the fourth in Game 3. The Celtics 85 and the Mavericks 70 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
Live Your Free is the newest plan from TXU Energy that completely takes the guesswork out of saving.
Because it automatically adapts to give me free energy when I use it most every month.
Correct. Free days, free nights, or free weekends. Also correct.
It's the first and only plan of its kind that's 100% personalized to me.
Correct again. So I always get my biggest savings without ever changing a thing. That's the TXU Energy Max Free Guarantee. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow.
If you want to count.
Saturday, June 15th, Globe Life Field. With special guests, Tedeschi Trucks Band. And Marcus King. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow. New album, Higher, available now.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
It's the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis at the American Airlines Center. We go to the fourth quarter of Game 3. And the Mavericks staggered in the third, outscored by the Celtics 35-19. As Boston went to work from behind the three-point line. They were 5 of 11 in the third. They are 14 of 38 for the game, 37%. They are a plus 24 from the three-point line and own the 15-point lead at 85-70.
Well, if you're Dallas, just got to chip away at it. 12 minutes, make up 15 points.
The Celtics in the playoffs this year, 12-0. When leading after 3, they were 59-6 in the regular season. The Mavericks, 4-6 when trailing after 3. They won 10 games during the regular season. Only the Clippers won more than they did. And the Mavericks will have it to begin the fourth as Washington to inbound the ball. Into Kyrie Irving. Josh Green will come back and get it against Peyton Pritchard. Luka and Derek Lively also on the floor as they shoot to our right. Kyrie at the right wing. Now to Luka on the block against Brown. And a lot of contact. Calling offensive foul on Luka for a clear out. James Capers with the call on the baseline.
Yeah, got to get him for a little hook that time.
Third foul on Doncic. 8th turnover against the Mavericks. Celtics with only 4 turnovers tonight. Jaylen Brown with some really good defense. He's strong in the lower half of his body. Not too many people can take that from Luka. But he did, able to draw the charge. Here is Tatum left to right. Backs up on Lively. Trying to attack Lively. Crossover left to right. Finds Brown right corner for 3. It's good. They came over to try to double Brown. Found the open man, and Brown able to knock that one down. Tatum was the ball handler.
Yeah, came out of that strong corner.
Here comes Kyrie. Floater, dotted line off the back rim. Got his own rebound. Back shot block. And a foul call. Loose ball foul against Kyrie. And it is falling apart for the Mavericks right now. $88-70. As Pritchard to White. Quick release, right wing 3. Good. And a timeout by Jason Kidd. It's a 20-5 Celtics run going back to the end of the third quarter, and they have busted this open, just as they did in both games 1 and 2. Late in the third and into the fourth has been their time, and it's been a disastrous time for the Mavericks. It's the Celtics 91 and the Mavericks 70, 11:06 remaining in the fourth on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
With the Kroger app, shopping online with pickup and delivery is the same as shopping in-store. Same low prices, same personalized deals, same rewards on the same high-quality items like Honeycrisp apples and pasta sauce, with no hidden fees or markups. It's one small click for groceries, one big win for busy families everywhere. Start your cart today at Kroger.com. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Great medical care, like great basketball, takes teamwork and a commitment to being the very best. At UT Southwestern Medical Center, we're on a mission of healing, discovery, and education, and the ultimate victory is your good health. Fulfilling that mission has made UT Southwestern the #1 hospital in DFW for 7 straight years, an excellent winning streak. Finding answers, changing lives. UT Southwestern, the official healthcare partner of the Dallas Mavericks. Go Mavs!
At Comerica Bank, we believe every business should have equal access to opportunities and resources. That's why we created Comerica Co-work Spaces, free for any Comerica small business customer. Book an office, access tech, use a meeting room, network with other business owners, and more, all for free. To learn more about how Comerica supports all small businesses, visit comerica.com/spaces. Member FDIC, equal opportunity lender. Comerica Co-work Spaces is available to Comerica customers only.
Live Your Free is the newest plan from TXU Energy that completely takes the guesswork out of saving.
Because it automatically adapts to give me free energy when I use it most every month.
Correct. Free days, free nights, or free weekends. Also correct.
It's the first and only plan of its kind that's 100% personalized to me.
Correct again. So I always get my biggest savings without ever changing a thing. That's the TXU Energy Max Free Guarantee. TXU Energy. Energy for everything.
Free energy charges and time periods defined in Plan EFL. TDU and other bill charges apply normally. Visit TXU.com for details.
Back to the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
Hey, Mavs fans, secure your spot on the Club Maverick wait list for access to season tickets, exclusive events, and playoff perks once available. Multiple plans are offered, so save your spot in line for the ultimate Mavs experience. Join the wait list today at Mavs.com/waitlist. Well, Brad, throughout this series, the latter stage of the third and into the fourth has been the Mavericks' undoing, really. In Game 1, Dallas rallied from 29 down. They got it to 8. And then the Celtics went on a 14-0 run. They went on a 15-4 run in the third quarter in Game 2 after the game was a 2-point game midway through the third. And now here a 20-5 run to end the third and start the fourth and pretty much put the game out of reach. Unless the Mavericks
I wouldn't say that now.
Well,
11 minutes left.
No, there are 11 minutes left, but the Mavericks have to show they can make three-pointers, and they have struggled mightily to do that in this series. And tonight, 6 of 17, which is their best shooting of the series, but again, only 17 attempts. And they're going to have to get them in bunches. But there are no 21-point plays. So let's see what happens on this first possession. As Kyrie to the left to Lively, now Luka mid-post left against Brown. Taking his time, put it on the floor as they bump into the lane. He got in deep at the charge circle. He's short on that, and Brown with a rebound.
Yeah, Luka's missed 3 or 4 of those right at the cup.
Luka began the game 5 of 7. He is 5 for 16 since then. 25 points tonight. White looking right to Brown. Left to right baseline. Around Lively, finds Pritchard at the foul line against Kyrie, wide to the right, and then pulls up, and they rolls off the rim from 15 on the angle. Lively the rebound. It's 8 for Derek Lively tonight. Now Washington pulls up, over Horford, knocks down the 3. 91-73. With 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. White against Irving. Middle of the floor to Pritchard. To the right against Washington. Brown against Lively. Jab step. Rise and fire 3 off the heel of the rim. Green the rebound. And here comes Doncic up the middle. Pulls up, net by Horford. Right corner, Washington. Down low, Lively. And he is fouled by Pritchard as he wrapped his arms around the waist of Lively to make sure that he wouldn't get the shot away. Second on Pritchard. First on the Celtics. And Doncic to inbound. Watched by Drew Holiday, who's checked back in. Into Lively. Now to Doncic. Left wing above the break. Trying to back Pritchard down. Into the lane. Turns left, banks it in, and he finally got one to go.
Yeah, no help that time. Just let him go one-on-one.
27 for Doncic. And play stopped momentarily as the floor crew wipes up some perspiration that was on the floor with some bodies falling down away from the play. Game 4 of this series Friday night here at the American Airlines Center as Pritchard goes around Doncic. Luka gets back into the play. Pritchard spins to his right. Luka went for the steal, and Luka gets called for the foul. It's 4 fouls on Doncic. Second team foul on the Mavericks. Tatum back in the game to inbound the ball. Watched by Washington. And gets it into Pritchard. 10 to shoot as he works to his right. Against Washington on the switch, right corner, Holiday. Against Green, back to Pritchard. Drives to the right corner. Has to launch it. And off the back rim, Luka the rebound. It's 5 rebounds for Doncic. Against Pritchard, right to left. And knocked him down. They'll say he flopped. And three-pointer no good. Rebound, Lively put it in.
Dallas got a break there, I think.
91-77. The Mavericks have scored the last 7. Here is White from left to right. To Tatum. Against Irving. Between his legs, right to left. Fakes the spin. Now does spin. Put the shoulder into him from the elbow. Tough shot. Way short. And the rebound. Loose on the floor. Luka came out of there with it. Up the right side against Tatum. He'll drive it to the right baseline. Met by Holiday. Hooks across court. Green. Take the 3. Make the 3. And a timeout by Joe Mazzulla on the Mavericks. Cut the 21-point lead down to 11. 10 unanswered points to make it an 11-point game with 8:23 remaining in the fourth quarter of Game 3. Boston 91 and the Mavericks 80 on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network.
There are a lot of ways to make whiskey, but there's only one way to make Jack Daniels. Jack could have been like any other whiskey. Instead, we charcoal mellow every drop through 10 feet of hard sugar maple charcoal. We use water from Cave Spring Hollow in Lynchburg, Tennessee. It's no coincidence that Jack is what it is today. Because when you make your own label, you make everything else yours too. But we don't need to tell you that, do we? Make it count. Jack Daniels. Please drink responsibly. Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniels Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 are registered trademarks. 2022 Jack Daniels, all rights reserved.
At In-N-Out, our hamburgers are made with the highest quality ingredients. Made fresh and by hand. Made with a smile to put a smile on your face. Made for special occasions or no occasion at all. Made with gratitude for every customer we get to serve. Most of all, every hamburger, cheeseburger, and double-double is made to order just for you.
That's what our hamburgers all about.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Hilton Anatole, it's all fun here. Located minutes from downtown Dallas, guests of all ages will enjoy Jade Waters Resort Pool, now open daily all summer long. Enjoy the Leisure Cove Pool with a swim-up bar. Relax along the lazy river. Recline in one of our luxury cabanas and so much more. The fun doesn't stop there. Experience the ultimate sport and game simulator at Topgolf Swing Suite with delicious food and exciting games. For your next summer getaway, Hilton Anatole has it all. Learn more at HiltonAnatole.com.
It's the NBA Finals on 97.1 The Eagle.
Hey, it's Mark Cuban, and you're listening to the home of the Mavs.
I'm Kevin Gray here at the Modelo Sports Desk. Don't forget, Game 4 of the NBA Finals will be on Friday night at the American Airlines Center with tip-off at 7:30 p.m. We'll have our pregame show beginning at 7 p.m. right here on the Dallas Mavericks Radio Network. Let's go back out to the AAC for the finish with Chuck Cooperstein and Brad Davis.
Give the ultimate summer experience with hoop, dance, and gaming camps with a variety of dates and DFW locations to choose from. There's no better way to start your child's summer. Visit Mavs.com/academy today. 8:23 remaining, fourth quarter of Game 3. The Mavericks in the first minute of the fourth quarter trailing by 21 after Boston hit its first two shots. Since then, it's a 10-0 run for the Mavericks. The Celtics have not scored in nearly 3 minutes. They've missed their last 4 from the floor.
Yeah, Dallas has locked them up defensively. Made them take some tough challenge shots. Turned them into buckets down at the other end.
Mavericks keep the same lineup on the floor that they had with Doncic, Irving, Washington, Lively, and Green. And the Celtics starters are on the floor right now. Brown, Tatum, Horford, White, and Holiday. And it'll be Boston ball as Brown throws it toward half court to Holiday, and Holiday will bring it up. To the top of the arc. Dribble handoff to Brown, dribble handoff to Tatum at the top against Washington. Triple threat position, put it on the floor to his left. Fake the spin right, Washington knocked it away, picked up by Lively. To Washington against Brown, to the rim, and a foul, and he'll go to the line. Jaylen Brown picks up his third. Second team foul against Boston. And P.J. Washington will go to the line after the Celtics turned it over for the 5th time tonight. 7 points, 7 rebounds for Washington's knocked down a pair of threes tonight. Dallas 8 of 20 from 3. Good percentage, just not enough volume. And not a lot of volume on the free throw line. These will just be the 8th and 9th free throws shot by the Mavericks tonight.
Yeah, not a lot of free throws in this game, period. Boston's only shot 10.
And one more for Washington. And that's good. 12-0 run for the Mavericks. 91-82. Under 8 to play in Game 3. Holiday. Left to right and holds. To the middle to White. Bounce pass right sideline. Tatum. Drop it down for Brown against Luka. Turn around in the lane. Hit it from 12 feet.
Yeah, nice little set play that time. Got him a post up in deep.
26 for Jaylen Brown. He and Tatum have combined for 53 points tonight as Kyrie on the drive, and the floater is good from between the dotted line and the top of the charge circle. It's 26 for Irving. Make it 28 for Irving. They've combined, he and Doncic, for 55. 93-84. Horford, left corner, Tatum. Left baseline drive, got around. Green missed the layup. Rebound to Lively. Middle outlet to Doncic. Luka against White to the rim. Back pass right corner. Washington three. Hit it! Well, all of a sudden, Brad, they're getting some other people into the mix. 93-87. A 17-2 run for the Mavericks. Holiday from left to right to Brown. Slowly to his left. Pulls up over Doncic for three. That's no good. Rebound Washington. Outlet Luka. 6.5 to play. Screen Lively. Switch by Tatum. Luka on Tatum. Luka driving right. He beat him to the rim. Laid it up. Missed it. Oh, looked like he took a hit. No foul call. Rebound to Brown. Left side to Horford. To the trailing Tatum. He'll take the three. They'll wave it off. Then a turnover by Al Horford. Called for a travel on that pass.
Yeah, shuffled the feet before he released it.
Kyrie brings it up for the Mavericks straight away as they shoot to our right. Screen by Green. Turn wide right by Holiday. Sidestep left, pull up three. Short rebound. White, but he got fouled.
Yep.
He got fouled. He's going to shoot 3 times.
Holiday went underneath him.
3 fouls on Drew Holiday. 3 fouls on the Celtics. So Kyrie, first trip to the line tonight, has shot only 2 free throws in the series before these 3. First one good. Five-point game. Kyrie taking his time on the line. The regular routine, the 3 bounces, the spin, the shot, the hit. The 7th 30-point game in these playoffs for Kyrie. He had 3 against the Clippers. He had 3 against Minnesota. And in the last 13 games against Boston, this is only the 2nd time he's had more than 25 against them. He hits them all. It's a 20-2 Maverick run. 3-point game. Midway in the 4th quarter, and the place, which was dead about 5 minutes ago, is very, very much alive. Tatum, the handoff to Brown. Right elbow, spins left, pumps, spins. Knocked away by Doncic, picked up by Lively. Here comes Irving up the left side against Holiday. Drives right, in the lane, laid off Lively, lost the ball, but makes the save. Back out to Washington, right side, 3 short. The rebound knocked out by Lively to half court, and Brown wins the battle. He gets it ahead to Tatum as both Doncic and Brown hit the deck. It's Tatum on Irving. He can't shoot it. He'll throw it back out to Holiday. What a recovery by the Mavericks as Holiday will take a 3. No good. Lively the rebound. That's 11 rebounds for Lively and a timeout taken by Jason Kidd. With 5:25 remaining in the 4th quarter. And Brad Davis, I know I should have listened to you.
Yeah, I don't think Boston's put it away just yet.
They most certainly have not now in the midst of a 20-2 run. And if there has been a criticism of the Celtics, they have at times kind of gone to sleep with the big lead in the 4th quarter and allowed their opponents to come back into the game. But this is a big one here. It was 91-70 in the first minute of the 4th quarter, and Dallas in that time has gone on a 20-2 run to get within 3 and certainly do more than make the Celtics simply think about it.
Yeah, no, it's all about the defense. I mean, no easy shots anymore for Boston. Everything's been contested. Dallas has secured the rebounds.
Celtics hit their first 2 here in the quarter. They're 1 for their last 8. The Mavericks are 6 of 11 here in the fourth quarter, including 3 of 5 from 3. With P.J. Washington knocking down a 3. Josh Green knocked down a 3. And Dallas 9 of 22 now from behind the line. And they have out-rebounded the Celtics 39-30 in the game. But again, the difference right now, 16 threes for Boston, 9 for the Mavericks, a plus 21 in what is a 3-point game. And the Mavericks have it. P.J. Washington will bring it up. Everybody on their feet here in the American Airlines Center, right to left to Doncic. Play by Brown. Kyrie comes to screen. And now the switch as Holiday will take Luka. Here comes Washington to try to screen. Luka to his right on the hop. Met by White at the elbow. And a reaching foul on Derek White. 4 fouls on Derek White. And 4 fouls on Boston. So the Mavericks on every subsequent Celtic foul will be shooting free throws. Doncic into Lively and back to Luka. Against Tatum, right to left, spins to his right, on the drive, underneath the basket, pumping twice, fading away, tough shot, falls off the rim. I tell you what, that was great defense by Jason Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum stayed down on the pump fakes.
Cannot ask for any more than that. Here's White, hand off to Holiday, to the top to Brown, left to right on Lively, back to his left on the drive and throw it back out to Tatum. Right corner, Horford trying to get it low for Brown against Doncic. They hit the ground together, and they're going to call a foul on Luka. And that's going to be 5 on Doncic. And he thought that Brown had hooked him the way that he was called for an offensive foul here in the second half for a hook down low, which was the correct call. But are the Mavericks, are they going to challenge this? No, or is this a Celtic timeout? It's a Celtic timeout. So the Mavericks with a couple of opportunities down 3 to try to get to within 1 or get the game tied, unable to do so. And Joe Mazzulla now wants to set something up. And this is pretty important here, Brad, because one thing the Celtics have done really well, their out-of-timeout plays have been exceptional in this series.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried running that play where they get Jaylen Brown a deep catch in the paint.
31 for Kyrie Irving, 27 for Doncic, 27 for Tatum, 26 for Brown. And Derek White, the only other double-figure scorer for Boston. He's got 11. P.J. Washington, 12 for the Mavericks, including 8 here in the fourth quarter. Mavericks trying to get themselves back in the series. And it would be a most remarkable comeback. Think about Game 2 in the 2011 Finals. The Mavericks down 15 with 7.5 minutes to go. And rallied to win that game to tie the series. Obviously, a rally here would not tie the series, but would just keep the series on serve. And let's see how the Mavericks handle the Celtics out-of-bounds play as White on the foul line extended on the right side into Horford. Left to Holiday. See if they go after Luka with the 5 fouls. Here's Brown on the drive, met by Doncic. Turns to his left. Open, Horford, left corner 3. No good, short. Rebound, Josh Green. Here comes Irving. Right to left, accelerates on Holiday, pull up high off the board, falls off. And the rebound taken by Tatum. That's the 3rd chance the Mavericks have missed on. Here is Brown, out of control, going to the ground, a blocking foul on Doncic, he's done. With 4:12 remaining, Luka Doncic has fouled out of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. And he will sit.
I think Jason's going to try to challenge this.
And he will challenge it. 27.6 rebounds and 6 assists. I mean, I think it's a blocking foul. But They'll go up to Secaucus. They'll talk to Zach Zarba, who's in the replay center.
Called a timeout to initiate the coach's challenge on the foul assessed Doncic.
And obviously, this is as big a call as there has been in this series. The Mavericks +9 with Luka at the last timeout with 4:38 remaining. But 2 quick fouls picked up here. And it'll then really fall to Kyrie Irving to try to create enough. 3 free throws by Kyrie at the 6:11 mark made it 93-90. We've not had anybody score in nearly the last 2 minutes. A P.J. Washington miss, a Luka miss underneath the basket, and a Kyrie miss. 3 consecutive misses by Dallas to try to either get the game tied or move closer. As Mark Davis and Kevin Scott had the headsets on, now James Capers comes in, and he'll get his look at it. But it doesn't look good, Brad, from the replay.
It looks like it might be a block unless he calls him for that little forearm he threw out onto Luka.
Doncic did not foul out of a game in the regular season. Only twice did he have 5 fouls. One of those games was against the Celtics in the home game here on January 22nd. And the other game was the overtime game against the Rockets back in early April. And they are really taking a long time to look at this. Which makes you wonder. And Mark Davis is the only one on the headset right now, and I wonder if he's just trying to get the foul right and the time. And now Kevin Scott has put the headset on again. Again, a very long review with 4:12 remaining in the fourth quarter of Game 3. The Mavericks down by 21 early in the fourth quarter at 91-70. It's a 20-2 run that has them back in the game. But again, neither team has scored in nearly 2 minutes. And rather nervous anticipation. Okay, here's Mark Davis now.
Replay has determined that Doncic does not establish a legal guarding position in the path of Brown. There is no clear and conclusive evidence to change it. The call on the floor stands. It is an unsuccessful challenge. It's a non-shooting foul. The ball will be awarded on his side. Doncic has been disqualified.
So Doncic fouls out. And I do think they got it right. And I really don't think it was a very difficult call, but the officials wanted to make super duper sure. And so they did. It was confirmed. Now the Mavericks have to get this done without their superstar. Horford off the out of bounds. Tatum against Josh Green. Top of the arc. To his left. Spins to his right. Middle of the lane to Brown. Right baseline. 4 to shoot. And 3 to the foul line. Challenged by Washington. That's way short. Terrific defense by Washington. Lively the rebound. Urgency in the American Airlines Center now as we're in crunch time. Kyrie backs up on the dribble against Holiday. Screen Lively, show Horford. Kyrie wide right, pull up right elbow, hits it. 1-point game, 93-92. Celtics have missed 9 of the last 10 from the floor. Holiday against Kyrie. Play by Hardaway, middle of the floor, Tatum. Veers off to his right. They're isolating and holding on to it. Not a lot of movement as he puts it on the floor, drives in, and the shot is no good. Rebound, Brown. Put it up and in. 28 for Jaylen Brown. 95-92, and an offensive foul called on P.J. Washington. The Mavericks can't review this.
No.
And he's upset at Mark Davis, who made that call in the backcourt. With 3:05 remaining. And now a huge defensive possession for the Mavericks. Got to be able to get a stop.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Boston hasn't had as much movement.
No.
A lot of ISOs.
Holding on to the ball. Tatum into White. Across the floor from left to right. Watched by Josh Green. Tatum screen. Show by Lively. Bounce pass left to Horford. Left side Holiday with 10 to shoot. Left baseline drive on Hardaway. Back out to White. Right of the circle. 3. Got it. Huge basket for Derek White. Just as he did in Game 3. It's a 6-point game with 2:40 to play. And White with 14. His 4th 3 of the night in 9 attempts. Kyrie against Holiday. He'll drive and pull up and draw the foul. Holiday gets called for the foul. 4 fouls on Drew Holiday. Celtics over the limit. And Kyrie on the line. Irving tonight, 33 points. 13 of 26 from the floor, including 4 of 5 from 3. He has not taken a three-pointer in the second half. 3 of 3 from the line. Those all coming here in the fourth quarter after he was fouled in the act of a three-point shot. And he hits the first one. Trying to bring the Mavericks to within 4 with 2.5 to go. Mavericks, who have struggled from the line in this series, good tonight. 12 out of 13. As Kyrie sets 3 bounces, the spin, and the shot is good. The Celtics 98, the Mavericks 94. White against Hardaway. Across the line on the left. Hardaway hawking him. Hook it for Tatum off his hands. He recovers. He spins and he dunks. He got away from Josh Green, and Irving couldn't get over in time.
Yeah, lucky break there. He almost lost control, but was able to regain it.
100-94 with 2:10 remaining. Irving against White, driving right, between his legs left. Fakes the pass out on the run with the left, wide to the right. It's out of bounds. No save by White, but into Josh Green. He missed it. Lively the follow in the dunk at the front of the rim. 100-96. And again, the Mavericks in need of a stop with 1:50 remaining. White along the right side against Hardaway. Again, Doncic is fouled out of the game. Hardaway watches as White passes from right to left to Tatum against Washington into his chest, steps back for 3. That's no good. Hardaway the rebound. That's a bad shot by Tatum. 1.5 remaining. Here's Kyrie. Screen Lively, bumped off Holiday. Looking for Lively. He has him underneath for an easy dunk.
Yeah, no weak side help for Boston that time.
100-98. 1:20 remaining in the fourth quarter of Game 3. White over the top to Holiday along the right side. To Brown against Green. Bottom of the jump circle. Telling Tatum to slide down. Telling Horford to slide out. Brown right to left. Pumps over Hardaway. 17-footer is good. Huge basket for Jaylen Brown. 102-98. 55 seconds remaining. Irving on White to the foul line. Stop and go. Left corner, Washington. Fly by Holiday. Three-pointer rims out. And Horford with a rebound. Here comes Horford up the right side. Chased by Josh Green, who knocked it away. Horford trying to make the save. And he's, I think, stepped on the sideline with the ball. This should be Dallas ball, and it is. Mark Davis with the call from the backside, calling it for the Mavericks. And indeed it is Dallas ball after the consultation with James Capers.
Yeah, not a smart play by Horford there. He's got to pick that one up.
42.2 seconds remaining. Irving picked up full court by Holiday. Going to make him work to try to get across the line. Along the left side, behind his back, left to right. Holiday staying right with him. Down to 12 to shoot, 30 in the game. Mavericks not moving. Now against Horford. Kyrie to his right. And will force one up, and it's going to be short. And the rebound tipped by Brown, picked up by Lively, and a loose ball foul against the Mavericks.
Yeah, got to get Washington pulling on White.
Washington picks up his third. And
Yeah, he got White across the shoulder. And clearly that's where the foul was. I got to tell you, Brad, I didn't like that possession for Dallas.
No, it wasn't really a good one. It took too much time, number one. I would have liked to have seen somebody come up quick, give him a quick pick and roll.
Mavericks have only one timeout remaining. And Derek White, almost automatic from the foul line, hits the first one. White, 90.6% in these playoffs. And now in better. He's 32 of 35 from the line. Second one is up, and that's good. And the Mavericks will take their final timeout. At 1:04-98 with 22 seconds left. And again, Brad, it's not as if the Mavericks ultimately didn't have their chances with the big run to get them back into the game, the 20-2 run to make it a three-point game, but a lot of empty possessions in the last 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah, there really were. I mean, and some shots that weren't exactly good. You know, some forced shots, missed a couple chippies inside, but Boston wasn't doing much better. I mean, they were struggling to look for a good shot.
For much of that 20-2 run, but they get some big baskets from Brown and Tatum. They have combined for 59, and indeed after the Celtics hit their first two, they went one for the next 11, and coming down the stretch here when they've had to get it done, they have gotten it done. They have made 4 of their last 5 shots, and again, Brown and Tatum with big baskets, White with a couple of free throws, and it's a full 2-possession game for the Mavericks. Have to hit a 3 early, hopefully get a steal. If not get a steal, then foul. Hope that there are misses, and then make another 3.
Well, you got to get something quick.
Josh Green will inbound from the right side. Horford will guard the inbound. Green looks. Horford all over him. Green still looking. Finally into Hardaway against White, who took a foul. Oh, thought he was going to take a foul, and Hardaway threw up a brick. The rebound to Jaylen Brown. Tatum's going to be fouled by Green, and this one is done. And the Celtics are going to go up in that most commanding of positions. 3-0 in the history of the NBA. No NBA team has ever come from 3 games down to win a series. Only 4 have come even to a 7th game. And the first one from Tatum is good. 30 for Tatum tonight.
Yeah, he stepped up big for the Celtics.
Yeah, especially in the first half.
Yep.
20 of his 30, 20 of his 31 now coming in the first half. And again, the Mavericks had a 13-point lead early. They had all the momentum. They had the Celtics on the run, but they could not put the foot on the throat as Horford fouls Washington with 10.8 seconds to go in a 106-98 game. I mean, at some point, you know the Celtics are going to make a run, but you want to try to keep them at bay, and the Mavericks were unable to do that. But ultimately, it really was the end of the third quarter and into the fourth when Boston went on a 20-5 run to build a 21-point lead. The Mavericks were never able to get over the hump as Washington misses the first foul shot short.
This is Rob Perez, Worldwide Wob. When Game 3 of the Finals finishes in Dallas, the night is just getting started on Sirius XM NBA Radio.
Tatum saw it coming, picked it up, drives in, and throws it down with 2 hands.
You'll hear my complete recap of Game 3 between the Mavericks and the Celtics. We'll bring you inside the locker room to hear from the coaches and the stars. And of course, we'll take all your calls. It's the NBA Radio postgame show, only on NBA Radio Channel 86.
We're constantly making promises to ourselves to live healthier. We're going to exercise more, eat right, and drink right. Well, isn't it time you start thinking about your water? Drinking right starts with Aquasana. Aquasana water filters give you immediate access to cleaner,